even know. No
Hold on.
idea what I'm doing.
Okay, we're all live now.
Okay. So I just want to start off really quick by saying, because I'm going to be more quiet this time. Um, this is kind of for Marissa. Every day we kind of learn little bits here and there about you and Charles. Um, I wasn't around back then. I just learned about this Brandon Cube guy and who he was a few days ago. I don't know why you were talking to him, knowing his background, but I also made a video that I'm going to put up tomorrow that talks about abuse I've gone through, where I finally tell the story and different things I've gone through and what I went through on the internet. And a lot of these women have similar stories and things like that. We are a little group of really kind women who are empaths, who actually was concerned about you in the past. And you keep insinuating that there's co-conspirators and, all these different things. And somebody said something important today. We do not have a flagpole standing by you, Charles, or anybody, because your situation is so toxic and so dark on both of your sides, and there's so many lies and so many stories and so many things that haven't been told. That's very confusing and triggering for us, especially. I now understand what some of the women were saying by we feel triggered by this story. It finally came to me. It is triggering. It's so triggering to hear these things and to hear these stories and then have people throw around insinuating co-conspirators, etc., to people that would never try to harm you, your job, your livelihood, all these things you're throwing around. Our stuff is mainly pointing out your lies, especially lies that have been directed at us, because there has been so many lies. But that's the end of the road. Anything else like that's going on with you or that happened with you and Charles is do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like it's I should have wrote this down. Nobody in my group is co-conspirating with Charles or to cause you harm whatsoever because of things we've gone through with abuse, things that we've been harassed with over the internet that top shares by 1 million, which I'm putting a video up tomorrow about my stuff. Nobody's out to get you or harm you. It's just about your constant changing narrative, lies, and then insinuating things toward us. There's nobody here that would do that. And it's very insulting that it's being insinuating at us, but we don't have a flagpole put down by one person. None of us were there during your relationship. I don't think anybody will ever know the full truth, how toxic it was, how bad it was. I just found out today that you were escorting and that Charles was aware of it. So I'm questioning his behavior, his mental, your behavior, your mental, and it's gotten to the point where it's so dark and bad. It's just like you just want to walk back out of it. So that's all I wanted to say. That's it.
Okay. I'm just wondering why I don't see Sunset City Snark on the chat.
Oh, she said, hope everyone is having a good Friday night.
Yeah, I see that. I see Sunset City Snark in the StreamYard, but not on the YouTube. That's weird because Sunset City Snark, you are not blocked. So I am not sure what's going on here. Why don't I see you?
I see the YouTube chat and I see them.
You do?
Yeah.
I see them. Okay, I'm glad you.
Yeah.
I don't see them either. I only see it in the Discord.
I don't see it on the screen, on the StreamYard screen.
Oh, I have my other phone so I could be in the chat and
Oh, it's showing.
and I see them.
Wait, let me go all
I
live
can
chat.
see it. I can see it.
Shit,
On
I don't
both.
see it, guys.
Oh,
What the
I
heck?
don't know. It's strange.
How come it shows Kale live in 2 different YouTubes?
Because we're
I do
vertical
see
and
that.
horizontal.
Oh, I do see that as well. 2 live streams, but
It's vertical and horizontal, unfortunately. That's how they're doing it right now. I know, weird, right?
yeah, I apparently went to the vertical one.
Maybe so Snark, are you on vertical? This is probably what's going on. Sunset City 13 Snark, are you vertical?
Funny question.
No, I know you're on PC. Okay, you're on a computer, but are you watching me vertical or horizontal? Okay, thanks, Brooke. Okay, so that's what it is. Oh, isn't that's I don't know if I like that. So if you're on the vertical, the horizontal, yeah, vertical, just confirmed. So vertical streams don't align with horizontal streams. So whatever's in the vertical stream is not transcending to the horizontal stream. They're two separate chats, believe it or
I don't
not.
think they should do that. Yeah.
I agree. That's redonkulous.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me open up the vertical. Let's see. That's annoying as hell. Let me go to my channel real quick.
Well, if anybody's watching my stream on my channel, they need to go to Kale's.
No, let them watch wherever. Okay, so this one would be
Nice.
vertical. There, I see now. That's what it was.
Oh, good. It doesn't say yours is live right now.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So if I go to hide vertical, I don't want to hide vertical, show vertical. Can you see both? Or is it just me? Can you guys see on the screen right now? Because I could see both vertical and horizontal. Can you guys?
Yeah, I can see both.
Okay.
Oops.
Alrighty.
Oh,
So-
you know what? It's weird. Yeah, I went to both chats. I only see Sunset Snark in the vertical one.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
So how should we proceed? I think we should let me just upload what we're going to respond to because she's streaming her same old regurgitation. Let me just upload what we were going to talk about today. Video file.
The same repetitive stuff. And I also
Oops.
tried
shoot.
I just
figure out.
wanted
Hold on.
for the new people.
There we go. Sorry.
No, I just think that she's adding to her story and all these new little things that she adds. Like she said, hundreds of thousands of dollars was stolen from her, and all this money was stolen from her, and his father was in on it. I think she's trying to prove that money was stolen from her to her credit card company because she has these police files now that says all these horrible things this person did to her, and starving her and all these new accusations so she can file fraudulent charges on her credit card to get some money back. I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying it might be a possibility because she's getting money from somewhere.
Highly probable.
Just
I
a guess.
mean, we all watched her spend her money. We all watched her spend it and it dwindling down into nothing. And suddenly it was stolen from her. I mean, the audacity.
That's why she's hiding her videos. She's
Yeah.
hiding them. She's had so many, like, you can watch on the vlogs just when they're driving from California. She's spending, you know, all those Airbnbs. That's not stuff I hope she's not claiming because it's filmed. And they will investigate at those places. Like, well, so wherever her card was charged, they will look into the video footage too.
They will.
I think she's trying to say, look at this debit. Look at this debit. We took money out here. I didn't know anything like that.
There'll be cameras there too.
I was kidnapped. I was being starved. And And you know what the credit card companies will all say is, where's the police reports? Well, here's a big pile of them. Here you go. And she's making it up as she goes along, not to say bad things didn't happen to her. We know bad things happened to you, Marissa.
Yeah.
There's just so many lies. And now you're lying about us.
Yeah. She just ended her stream. She's probably watching now.
And that's not a good idea. I actually, from what happened to me before with the whole FBI thing and being harassed on the internet, I was so embarrassed last night while I was cooking dinner that I had to make that call again. That's pretty. It was embarrassing, but I decided to do it because if she wants to throw the FBI term around, well, hit us up, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe it's Brandon Q that's harassing her. Maybe it was Brandon Q that was the hacker she was talking to 7 hours a day. Why she would be talking to him, I don't know. Maybe,
I mean, she did say lady back then.
but is it true? Like, there's been so many lies. What do you actually believe now? And if something bad did happen to her, then we'll feel like shit. You know what I mean? It's like, who do you believe and what do you like? It's so crazy. And after watching her the other day, when she said the Linktree thing, I thought, I can no longer watch this dark, fake person again.
It's getting worse. It's getting worse.
I'm not even going to make a funny video, which, by the way, I was trying to actually give her genuine advice. I can't do it. I cannot stand this person.
She's cancerous.
I can't even stand the way she looks.
She's spreading through our bodies with her lies. The lies are cancer. So should we start this video?
Yes.
Okay, so let's go.
On this channel to kind of get some background information and, any of the old folks as well. And I also just wanted to make this stream. I definitely want to begin with like a deep breath. Right. So
Breathe it in.
this is basically for anybody or everybody or anyone out there who has survived something that they shouldn't have never endured. I am not here to sensationalize my pain.
She is constantly here to sensationalize her narrative by broadcasting it live because it's all she ever talks about, like a broken record.
I'm here to speak the truth, my truth. So what happened to me will never happen to somebody else. So it started off basically control disguises itself, right? And it started the way many, many modern stories do.
She starts off with saying control disguises itself, and then like we're just all supposed to be on board with that, but that's actually not a correct statement. But she's leading the thoughts here. You know?
Good call out. She's talking to herself, really.
Yeah.
Through a scene, through a screen, right? What felt like a connection.
Is somebody typing?
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Connection was actually calculation. At that time, I had a podcast going. My life was good. Things were good. So
her podcast was made in 2023. Okay. Just for everybody to know. And she talked to Charles' brother, Andrew, in 2021. So Booberly pointed out that you can go through Charles' IG and see Marissa tells Charles she became a member on his platform during the Carterverse. But she was direct messaging with Charles's brother, Andrew, in, when was it, 2021? Yes, 2021. This was before she got her dog, Marlo, okay? So let me
What looked like love was a disguise
somebody's phone.
for control. And at first, it was attention, then it was affection, and then obsession. And slowly after that, isolation.
Let me just say this about she self-isolates naturally. I can hear something in the background. Okay, it stopped. So she self-isolates naturally. She has no friends. Maybe one friend in California after 5 years of living there. Her best friend growing up, I think her name was either Michelle or Melissa. I can't remember. Well, that woman didn't even invite Marissa to her wedding. And I did push Marissa to make friends, but she wouldn't do it. And Charles said that she doesn't like to be around people for very long, which would explain her demands on having a private room at her last place.
It's hard to explain to somebody who hasn't lived it.
Can I say
right?
something real quick?
Yes.
Sorry. I even know firsthand when I spoke to Charles and Marissa on the phone one night. Charles was excited because he was really hoping Marissa and I would hit it off because he was wanting her to have friends. He was wanting us women in the community to, be her friend because she was all alone in Virginia, didn't know too many people. So, yeah, I just wanted to, I even know personally for sure
Same. He said the
that he
same.
wanted her to have friends. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Exactly.
How easily your world can shrink until it fits inside another person's hand,
Which is by her choice.
until it can fit inside their nothingness, right? So I'm just giving people background information on how kind of my dark night of the soul, right? Coercive control is invisible.
Okay, this coercive control, I just want to say, Marissa had over 500 videos on her main channel before she privated them in August of this year. Nobody was controlling Marissa. She streamed whenever she felt like it. She recorded videos whenever she wanted.
Facts.
Okay?
At first, it sounds like concern, right? I just want what's best for you, or it looks like care. You don't need them. You have me. I love being codependent with you. And then soon it becomes one web of manipulation, guilt, and fear. And then, it quickly descends into psychological and physical domination.
Which goes both ways. She insisted Charles had her lipstick mark on her cheek, for instance, whenever he left the apartment. Even if he had to go work, driving customers around, she wanted that lipstick mark on his cheek. And if he spoke to another woman, Marissa became highly jealous and thought either he was cheating on her with that woman or that women just wanted him in general. She accused all of us of wanting Charles. Physical domination while she hit him and broke his pelvis with her Mercedes, nearly killing him. Okay, girl.
Well, she's also not saying anybody who she's been isolated from, who the family that doesn't want to have anything to do with her. I mean, who is she talking about?
Exactly.
Who is she isolated from? And her family would know her way better than anybody else. Some guy that she just met within the last couple years, they're gonna cut off contact because of him. It's not gonna be that. It's gonna be because they know what she's doing. They know she's back in active addiction, and they don't want to enable that, so they cut off contact.
She was talking to trolls when he first met her, some guy named Johnny, for hours a day, and she didn't even know who he was. And again, we're not saying that Charles didn't do these things to her. I think they did it to each other.
I agree.
Under the influence of meth.
They're both guilty. 100%.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
When the words stop working, control looks for stronger tools. For me, that meant being drugged.
Okay, so Marissa claims to be drugged, okay, but she is the drug addict. She went through her inheritance buying and cooking drugs. She has been a drug addict since she was 14 years old. She was in a huge drug bust in Florida called Operation Glass House in 2016. Being in that drug gang, which it was, she is partly responsible for 29 deaths, as well as her boyfriend, Richard Finn, who died from an overdose after getting out of rehab and getting drugs from Marissa. Marissa, to this day, refuses to take accountability for her actions. And I'm going to post that the little Florida cartel image file. Anybody wants to talk while I find it, that would be awesome.
Well, it's interesting that had a lot of people that were charged back then. It wasn't just the people on the piece of paper. There were dozens here, dozens there, but she got right there on the main paper line. And they don't just like let you go. You know what I mean? Oh, just get out of here, go home. Like, did she snitch? I mean, I think I may have snitched too, just out of prison. I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not going to fault her for that, but when she said that she was drugged, that was like, give me a break. Are you for real, girl? Come on, stop. The lie is too much for me to tolerate. So here is the Operation Glass House. The two leaders at the top, the people underneath them, and then the third tier. She is at the bottom right-hand corner, and next to her is Ricky. And those two were part of this, which is this gang here. All these people are responsible for overdosed deaths. 29. That's a lot of people.
We can't see it if you're trying to show it.
You can't see it?
I
No.
can see it.
Oh,
It's showing up on. Do you have the chat over it?
No, go ahead. I don't see it. I have my laptop up too, and I don't see it, but that could be.
We should have played the commercial where the guy actually lists all the horrible things these people were doing.
Can everybody in the chat see it? Flowers can see it.
Okay, good. It's just my end then.
Well, I want you to be able
Sorry.
to see it too. Okay, I'm going to take it down to put her back up, Heather. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, I mean, I have a copy of the photo, so yeah.
Yeah, Kitten Cakes, there's two lives because it's Mars, M-A-R-S, where you can multi-stream in vertical and horizontal. YouTube is going to be doing this too. They should be doing it right now. It should be implemented now, but StreamYard has it implemented currently. All right, so let me put her.
I did and threatened. My autonomy was stolen. My
Okay, her anonymity, I can never really say that, was not stolen, okay? She's never been private. She has shared her whole life story on her public podcast channel before her main YouTube channel started with Charles, where it's basically a streaming channel. She privated those videos though on her podcast channel. However, I did download them all in case they're needed for legal reasons. She calls herself a social media influencer. Those are her words. She thinks she's a social media influencer. She is on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook, sharing her content, which revolves around her filtered imagery and her personal backstory narrative made by herself. Social media is not about invisibility. No,
And
it's public.
OnlyFans, and she did show her
Oh,
boobs.
and
You should-
OnlyFans. Oh, and Twitch. Yes, she showed her boobs, and she pinched her nipples on Twitch. I actually saw that. I was appalled.
Yeah, she's claiming that her anonymity was taken from her. She never actually hid underneath her name. She does have Sunset City, but from her public Facebook account, Marissa Dickinson, she posts links to her podcast on YouTube, and that's public for everybody. And then there she goes and tells her entire life story. So
Yep.
nobody made her do that.
No, that was her own free will.
I don't think Charles forced her to go into a a pawn shop and sell her dirty, half-ass designer bags, if that's what you can call them. I mean, she was participating in a lot. I think that he took advantage of her on his live streams, of course. But yeah.
Well, even when he was live streaming, she would call 500 million times because she didn't like that he was live streaming. She was in it just as much as he was. Tit for tat.
Still shattered, but I'm here, thank God, by the grace of God. Survival in those moments didn't look heroic. It looked like enduring, breathing, waiting for a silver, or like a sliver and silver,
Sliver and silver. Come on, girl. Stop reading your script.
sliver of light to appear in the darkness, right? While my body was being controlled,
Okay, her body controlled how? She chose to escort. She chose to sleep with other men for money. Nobody forced her. Okay, just putting that out there.
my finances were too. My accounts were drained, my credit destroyed, my online presence hijacked.
Nobody forced her to drive a Mercedes, eat out every day, not cook at home, shop Temu, buy designer bags and glasses and clothes, colored eye contacts, hair services, plastic surgery, nails, home decor, Morpheus 8, lip injections,
Crystals to sell.
Botox, and $3,000 a month for an oceanfront apartment. She chose not to work for over 4 years.
10 grand to Joey Ortega.
Yeah, this kind of spending with no income coming in, this is what drained her accounts from her inheritance. Nobody stole it. She spent it.
My own name weaponized against me, as well as my love. I was
Hold on.
forced.
How was her name weaponized? Nobody was or is attacking Marissa. In fact, quite the opposite. She had a wonderful, warm, and supportive community that cared for her until she turned on people and threw them to the trash after she drained them of their own resources to prop up her spending habits. She destroyed her own credit by her own means, wrecking rental cars, not paying off her credit cards, destroying her credit. I talked to her about claiming bankruptcy like long before they were even evicted, but she never filed and she never got a job. These are all her responsibilities that she just didn't care about.
To participate in online content I never consented to, that was orchestrated by this person and a couple other people.
She wasn't forced to make online content. To this day, she still makes content, okay? She made content before, during, and after Charles. I want to make that very clear. Just go look at her channel.
And she just says he orchestrated and targeted her with his cohorts. But yet, we have never seen proof. Up to 2 days ago, I was still believing she was hacked and talking to somebody. She won't show proof. She said Brandon Q said go KIL yourself. She's shown no proof. Show us proof of something. Let us put egg on her face. And unlike you, we will go live and say, I'm sorry, I was so fucking wrong.
For
You
sure.
never tell us at least who is bothering you, who is hacking you, who's harassing you. Tell us who it is, even in private, or show proof. We will say, forgive me. I will.
I will too. I will too.
That are just as guilty.
Well, the
Just
only
as
person,
guilty as Charles?
the only person guilty is Marissa for not taking responsibility and accountability for her own choices and decisions in her life by not getting a job and not investing in her wealth, not socializing, choosing to not be part of society. Where she is right now is because of all of the things she did not do for herself.
Why didn't she take that wedding dress and give it to her brother? I mean, he had her and stuff. Like,
yes.
I know you were paying for it, but then when she went, oh, Kale ain't gonna pay for my shit anymore. Take your parents' important stuff and leave it with your brother.
Good
Like-
point. Isn't that a shame?
Oh, it's a tragedy, especially with all that money that she couldn't even take that one dress that was so important. At
The
least
hundreds of thousands of dollars her parents were able to gift her via their deaths. She couldn't even save the wedding dress. It's very sad. I'm sure that eats her up every night. Okay.
And even after I
Escaped. Okay. She had no money and stayed at an apartment that was trying to evict her. Charles was in jail. Okay. Why didn't she escape then? She was being evicted, and then she was evicted again at the house where she rented a room. Like, this is a pattern for her. There's no escape needed. She was always able to go. The people that she wasn't paying rent to, they wanted her to escape. That's the reality.
my accounts hacked were reopened in my name. So during
She has yet to prove she was hacked. Okay. However, we can prove that she hacked into Charles' accounts and took his channel down while he was in jail. I actually have a screenshot of when his password was changed on August 8th, the day that she claimed she was hacked. Very coincidental.
that period, I was held under coercive control, duress, threats of extortion,
Accusations of being held under coercive control, duress, threats of extortion, blackmail. Where are the receipts, Marissa?
and blackmail constantly. So I didn't have many choices. And so I had an OnlyFans account, right? That I did not really in my heart want to do.
Actually, she always promoted her OnlyFans, especially after Twitch, who kicked her off for showing and pinching her nipples live on stream. She always encouraged her mods, at least me, to promote the OnlyFans link in her live streams.
she
Whatsoever.
said a lot of her high school friends were her main customers on OnlyFans. And back
Really?
she said it was mostly her high school friends. So I don't know if
Oh
she
my God.
before or after Charles, but she was very excited to, promote it and get it going. And he helped filmed it, whatever. I don't know. I wasn't there. One thing she said that Charles probably used blackmail. Do I think Charles would get mad and get cocky and say shitty things like, I'm going to order 6 you, I'm going to do this? Yeah, probably. I do.
Yeah, I can see that happening for sure. Yes, I will agree to that.
Just did it to please that person, and I deleted it.
She says she deleted it, but she also says it was hacked on August 8th. So which is it? And
She told me it was hacked.
yeah,
And
Me
they
too.
had her nudes, but nothing ever came out.
and if it's back up, nobody really knows where it is. So it's really not a threat.
And
Yes.
I escaped, and it is now somehow back up, right? Because in one of the co-conspirators
That would be me.
decided they would make a link tree for me.
Okay, let me add Bibberly here. Here she accuses me, okay? But her old link tree, the links are broken because she changed her account names from Sunset City to Sunset Sea. And I made that link tree. If you look on my channel, I showed the text roll of her and I discussing the link tree. It was nothing nefarious. It was all to the benefit of her brand. And the fact that she is saying this shit to me right now, I'm enraged. I'm enraged, guys.
That's when I was still having grace for her a little bit. And even in my little snarky videos, I was like, well, maybe you should do this and promote your brand, still sort of giving her a little bit of advice. When I heard that, I was like, oh my God. And I think she was saying that her OnlyFans was back because she probably has a new one. And she's just saying it to the DSL guys, like, hit me up on my new OnlyFans.
Well, the OnlyFans that's on her link tree is called Behind the Streams, and that is no longer it's been deleted. So why she's bringing me back into her fucking narrative, I don't know. excuse the language, but I am really, really insulted by this woman's accusations. They're false accusations. I did nothing but help her. I gave her free design services. She never paid me. If anybody's profiting off of anybody, it's her, not me. I made no dime off of this woman.
And now it's like that. So I'm literally
You know, it's just another lie. She's not fighting with Linktree. I'm just letting you know.
fighting with Linktree right now.
And she
Yeah.
does not own Linktree account because she never created it and she never asked for it. It's not even her new brand name. It's Sunset City
It's-
13. That would be like me contacting Google and demanding your email account because I want it, because it fits my needs. So no, she's not fighting with Linktree. Linktree has not contacted me. She never made the account. I did. And I would have gladly handed it over to her, but no, not going to do that now. It could be deleted. It could sit there in the universe forever. I just do not. I don't eat where people shit on my plate. Oh wait, Booberly, did you want to say something?
Yeah, it's such a bad lie because one doesn't have anything to do with the other. Whether it's linked on a link tree doesn't mean that brings back your OnlyFans. That would not do that. It would not trigger that. It's just a link, an old link that is broken because she renamed it to whatever.
Yeah, they're all broken links. So why is she talking about it?
She's saying that so it can make it seem like I'm being stalked and harassed by co-conspirators, et cetera. But yeah, and you know, she was talking to somebody at the facility. She's talking to this creepy Brandon Q guy, which I found out the other day about for the first time.
He's a pedo.
She knows he's done all these gross things on the internet, but she's still talking to him and on and off and everything like that. So she's talking to IP2 people. She wants to make it seem like she is being stalked and harassed because of, and maybe she is, I don't know, but Clippers pointing out her lies is not harassment.
No, it's fair use. It's fair use. It's all fair use. It's what YouTube is made about.
Try to get that taken down because this stuff, these people are profiting off of me.
Another lie. I have made no money off of Marissa. Quite the opposite. Like I said, I gave her professional design services she profited off of, but she never paid me a dime for my time. So yeah, where's my money?
And she's the one with the monetized channel. None of us have monetized channels.
I mean, I never put her on my monetized channel, my Kale channel. I don't have monetized, and that's where I talk about her. So yes, I don't make any money off of this channel.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is, so imagine trying to start over, to rebuild a life while the internet still sells the story of your exploitation. This is what modern day abuse looks like.
People making their own creative content is not modern day abuse, but only Marissa believes she can voice her opinions publicly and nobody else is allowed to voice theirs, nor defend themselves from her false accusations. I just have to make that very clear. I am so tired of her saying that she can talk and nobody else can. Am I alone on that?
No, I agree. And modern day abuse, I would like to tell her to go talk to a victim of trafficking. Go talk to a child who's being trafficked. Go talk to an adult. She's so, she just irritates my soul.
That's because there's women in this group that have had extreme,
yes,
horrific abuse. There's women in my circle that have had.
And we don't talk about it all the time. No one knows the majority of our stories. No one.
No, I made a video I'm going to put out tomorrow where I finally do it. I finally am going to do it. Like, she just has, and for her to say I sent her back to her abuser, I'm a person that I was pregnant in full labor and got drugged down a sidewalk and kicked, blood scraped on the front, back of my legs, my back, my stomach, had a complication from it. I mean, that's just one fucking story. So her victim, just constantly using that story to be a victim and get sympathy. I've just never done that in my life, ever. And some of the women in my circle have had it a million times worse than I did. So,
Yeah, like
Also-
our dear friend said, she wears her contrived trauma like a badge, you know?
Yes, and also most abuse victims, I'm not speaking for all, but most of the abuse victims can't even speak of their stories for many, many years. So the
yes.
fact that she out of the gate goes on NJ courts and all these places, I'm sorry, she's not a victim. She victimizes people herself. But if she was truly all this, she would not be doing
But
what I mean, proclaiming it.
But also, she's saying, she's insinuating he has co-conspirators, pointing at Kale or me or who or anybody in this.
Nobody conspires with him. Nobody even
No,
really gives a fuck about him, to be honest.
I argued with, I fought with Charles. He told me
Yes.
that I was a bitch and I was go to hell. Like, I fought with him. I'm no conspirator.
Exactly.
No co-conspirator. I was on her side, but I wasn't going to just completely dissolve my friendship with Charles for Marissa. Sorry.
Exactly.
But people that have gone through these abusive things wouldn't turn around and try to hurt her, especially since we don't know what all he did to her, what went on in their relationship.
Yes.
Like her being escorting, even when Charles wasn't in jail. I have empathy for that. Like, you're
Yeah.
doing something so severe for your drug use. Like, it is heartbreaking. I have
It is
genuine
sad.
empathy. That left 2 days ago, though. So, but people like us don't want to see Marissa fail or doing anything nefarious. We're just pointing out your lies, your provable lies, and there's many.
Provable lies.
The
That's a
thing
And
is-
has nothing to do with Charles either.
The thing is, with the heavy drug abuse though that they both have done, like she I mean, I feel like there's no way she remembers half the stuff she's done because she was so out of her mind, and we saw it. All of us watched it and saw how out of her mind she would be half the time. Like, very slurring her words, not making sense. Her and Charles both, fighting each other. I mean, they were so out of their mind on drugs. So for her to act like none of this happened, how do you know? Because you clearly probably don't even remember half of it, but there's videos to prove. People watched, we saw.
Hundreds of videos.
Hundreds of videos, and hundreds of people would say, "Oh my gosh, you guys need help, get clean, go to rehab," and because everybody could see that they were legit out of their mind, being ridiculous, and they were going to end up killing somebody. Is going to end up dead if they. I mean, they were just oil and water. They did not need to be together, and those drugs were the common denominator. And for her to act like none of that happened or to point the finger to other people is just, it's morally and ethically wrong, because a man is behind bars. Whether he should be there or not, that's not up to me. That's up to the judge and God to decide. But somebody's, like, this is really deep. And for her, not you, like meaning her, for her to act like she didn't do any of this and she was forced. No, you weren't. We watched you. Do you forget that? We all watched you. We all were in your chats. We all watched you.
Kicking out windshields, punching him in the eye. Adam's
Yes,
The father
wrecking cars. Yes.
The father said they would fight in the apartment, and both were going at it with each other in a physical way. I think it's so much more deeper and darker than either one of them are letting on. I don't think we'll ever have a full picture of the depravity of what was going on behind the scenes. It's just
And poor little Marlo was the innocent one and suffered so much. That's what makes me mad too. That poor dog suffered so much.
Yes.
I can't even.
That dog is still living precariously through life, All right, let's go.
It doesn't stop when you leave the room. It follows you through your phone, your search results, and your freaking reputation.
Unfortunately, Marissa's reputation is that of a known drug addict with a criminal history, drug possession, shoplifting, just putting it out there.
And it's crazy. It's crazy because
And accusing a lot of men of grape. A lot.
as this
Oops. Yes. That should come out in the public. It will
That was
eventually.
on her Reddit. That was on her Reddit. That was
Yep.
then
If you
she
guys
went-
go search into Marissa's Reddit, you will see like this. This is a pattern.
system silence. When I finally broke free, right? I thought the worst was behind me. I tried to get a job. You know, I had a pet sitting job. Him and his co-conspirator.
That none of us knew about.
None of us knew about it. She's accusing us of getting her fired from her job, and that is a lie. None of us knew where she worked or lived. And after she was evicted from the home where she rented a room from, the very one that I got her into by my own reference, talking to the owner for an hour, I didn't know where she went on this. I knew the parameters of where she went, but I didn't like ask. I gave her privacy. Everybody gave her privacy. She's the one that exited her front door and streamed and gave other people where she lived.
Actually,
She did that.
Yes, we all knew that she was with some animals sometimes because she would post on there pictures with random animals, but we still didn't know what she was doing or where she was at. None of us knew anything about what she was doing.
I don't know if she's trying to insinuate that's us or the Brandon Q's and the creepo she was talking to. I don't know. But if she's insinuating it's one of us, I wouldn't tolerate that from anybody I talk to. And if you're insinuating it's me after what I went through on the internet, which is in my video tomorrow, which is a million times worse, you are a cunt because I told you what happened to me on the internet. I told you I am so fucking against that shit, getting people fired, fucking with people's lives. I went to the FBI over it. And you're insinuating that this group of women could possibly have something to do. So I hope when you're saying that, you're insinuating Brandon Q and all these other men you were talking.
The IP2 that she's into, because like Marissa always doxed her locations, whether it was like from the car's GPS or just her streaming, pointing the camera everywhere. Oh, and also like on phone calls she made while streaming. She would give out her address, her apartment number. She did all that.
Yep.
Yeah, Retro just said she accused my mother of hacking Olga. I was like, what? I wasn't hacked. My number I thought was being spoofed, but hacking? No.
I know, poor Retro's mom. Like, what an accusation. Just deplorable.
One of her last streams there in Virginia, she said there was some sort of mistake at work. It wasn't her fault. She was streaming from the beach then, and then I know from Ace Man told me that she quit her job, that she was just too scared to go to work. And Ace Man said that doesn't make sense because Charles was already in jail by then. So he was on her side, helping her, and he's like questioning things here because how is she too scared? And she quit her job is what she told him. So this is a different story. She tells different people different things. That's why she isolates different people from each other by making something up like, oh, this person's terrible, and so people don't like each other, but it's just so we don't compare notes.
Wait a minute. So nobody knew what her job was unless she was telling these hacker friends or whatever. Nobody in our community said anything about where she worked, but I just had a really good point and it left me. I apologize. Oh no.
It's okay. Yeah, we didn't. I mean, people were guessing because she was working with different people's animals. She was posting it herself on her YouTube with different animals. So yes,
I thought she was being a mermaid. I was still, even when I knew she was lying, I was typing in her chat. I thought she was going to be like a party, somebody that shows up at parties and kids' parties dressed up. Because I was telling her, oh, you could be a Disney princess, you could be a mermaid. That's what I thought she was
I
doing.
remember that, Olga. I thought that was
Yeah.
so sweet of you to encourage her. You know, that was out of love.
I thought she was a caregiver taking care of someone with the animal, like that had animals. So I mean, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. We
nobody
all we
knew.
all didn't.
Nobody
Yeah, we
knew
all had our
exactly.
different speculations. None of us.
Oh,
I
I remember I was going to say, if she kept saying she had to flee Virginia and the whole story about the fecal and breaking in. Maybe it had something to do with the people she was getting drugs from. Maybe people she was escorting with. I'm still not saying that she was lying about that, but it had nothing to do with anybody on the internet, even though she tried to blame Andrew. Nobody lives there. So I think something happened with one of her dealers or somebody she was doing stuff with that made
Or
her
she's just making it up.
true.
Well, I mean, you do get a debt when you're a drug addict, so I can see that being highly plausible. So, yeah.
Found out the name of that employer.
Uh,
And you know,
Nobody knows the name of the employer either. Even though we kind of have an idea of what she was working now after she's quit it, um, nobody knew the name.
I don't even know what it was. I mean, she said it was
And
dog
we don't
sitting, but
care.
like where? I know, like
I don't even care.
she's not Nicole Kidman. We don't care.
We don't care. Maybe the IP2 trolls, but we don't. We don't care.
the place where I was living was a map of that was posted to thousands of people on the internet. My house was broken into. The DV shelter had sent me a plane ticket to leave, and then my accounts were hacked. Then I was told to kill myself.
Who told her to kill herself? Like, what scumbag did that? It's very easy
Exactly.
to say all kinds of outlandish things with no evidence to back it up. I've
Yeah.
never, ever seen anybody saying, go kill yourself, Marissa. No.
Same.
And whether her her iPhone was hacked or Apple account or whatever, that's nothing to do with her plane ticket either. So
She also said her bank account was hacked, her social security, which leads me to believe, okay, so is this what she's told the detectives and to her credit card company? My social security was gone, my bank account was hacked, blah, blah, blah. Give me some of my money back. So
Very well could be.
I mean, it was crazy. So, yeah. Well, I thought the worst was behind me, right? When I got on the plane, okay, right? But the whole entire time, they had been running a smear campaign.
You know, Marissa made slanderous and defaming posts about certain individuals, including myself. Anyone who defended themselves did so because they were being accused by Marissa's smear campaign. Okay?
Just anything and everything I have ever said in my life, like they'll just splice things together and put like TMZ style.
Those are clip channels. They're everywhere on YouTube. They are fair use content. They are only reacting to crazy, ridiculous, lazy, hilarious content. And, you know, it's all under fair use. Nothing they did was nefarious. This is how YouTube works. If you don't like it, get off the internet.
Like letters over my face and it like Perez Hilton style, and just say crazy unfathomable things about me, right? And I thought the system would protect me. I begged to be put into witness protection.
And witness protection? Protection from what and from whom? She acts like a celebrity. Nobody ever knocked on her door, even from the constant self-doxing she did. Nobody came to stalk or harass her. This sounds like a psychosis.
Unless she needs to go because she's a rat from Florida. Yeah, no, that's the only way I could see her wanting to be in
Right.
witness protection. That's the only way I see.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think of that, Heather. Yeah, I could see that happening.
or maybe there are people in Virginia that she messed with. But
That too.
that's all
That
I'll
too.
say about that.
I begged to be put into witness protection. that I wasn't. Unfortunately, I was told that that program doesn't exist for that place.
Yeah, they probably
So,
laughed at you.
Like I am right now.
Exactly.
the Victims Fund, by the way, is only reimbursement money you've already spent. So it's a reimbursement based thing, right? And I had nothing left to spend. I have nothing left to spend, right? I just lost my storage unit with all.
A storage unit. I found it. I searched and found it. I paid for it for 5 months. She had 5 months, and that was the deal. I said, I'll pay for it. You got to get a job. She had 5 months to find a job and then take over the payments, and she did not do it. I don't know if she refused to or she didn't care to, but it was not important enough to do so.
all my stuff, but all of it, my mother's wedding dress preserved, this and that. And it's making space for new stuff, but it's hard, right? It's hard. The credit bureaus take months to remove fraudulent debt, and I went to report my identity stolen.
Okay, so identity theft. Like, is this another con job of hers to get out of paying the insurmountable debt she accrued? I don't know, but I do know Marissa was always in charge of her spending. And we all saw the things she bought for her lovely apartment, her wigs, her crystals for her new business, and all the other stuff that I mentioned prior. It's a huge list of 2.5 years of shit, you know? It's impossible to list it all.
And because of the government shutdown, I cannot do so. Employers Google your name even before they meet you. And what they see is not the truth. And this is what I'm telling my new subscribers, especially on this channel, guys. Like, it's the digital mask that has been left behind.
The only digital mask created is by the one making her own video herself.
By my abuser.
Herself.
So I've asked for help, and the world has told me to be patient. I've explained, and the world has asked for proof, which was mainly on my old Apple account that hacked.
Okay, so the Apple account that got hacked. Booberly, do you have any input on this one? Because this was very telling.
No, just she blames the Apple hacking for losing her plane ticket, which has nothing to do with it. But if we could just go back a second, you don't have to rewind it, where she talks about your employee Googling you. Her name, her first and last name are two very common names. You put it in the search engine, what comes up? Her Instagram, her LinkedIn, her Twitter account, her Facebook, her Uncomfortably Numb podcast on LinkedIn. Let's see, it's posts that she's done herself. Okay.
You mentioned her Instagram. She paid. She paid for the blue check mark, so she clearly wants to be known.
Yeah, it says photo by Marissa Dickinson in Richmond, Virginia, and that's her top link there. I don't have any audio.
There's no audio because this is where her,
Oh, okay.
her stream. I need to fast forward to
And a few
9:45, but I
other
don't know how. Wait, let me
people.
see.
But
Hold on, guys.
Do what just far away.
Hold on.
Jay, just to exist in peace. But it's also faith. Healing doesn't mean forgetting. It means reclaiming what was taken. I started by reclaiming my breath, then my voice.
That's what we are doing too here tonight, everybody. We are tired of the slander and lies. We are not conspirators, and that's why this stream is happening.
My story. Each word I speak tonight is an act of defiance. Each truth I tell is a piece of freedom.
Mm-hmm.
I learned that trauma doesn't make you broken, it makes you human.
Really?
And humanity is the one thing no abuser could ever take from me. Ever.
primary.
I speak for not just myself, but for every survivor still trapped inside somebody else's power. We need a justice system that
I'll say this, we do need a justice system that doesn't allow con artists to manipulate the courts, steal from the taxpayers, and scam the government with EBT and other carte blanche services.
understands coercive control. We need technology companies that act when survivors report impersonation and stolen content. We need financial institutions that flag exploitation as quickly as they flag fraud.
Who is she talking about here? She destroyed her own life from drugs and nobody made money off of her. So I'm really confused with this statement she's making.
We need a world that believes survivors the first time, where people don't flip and then, flip
The script. She skipped.
the script. Because that's what many of these abusers and con artists do, is they claim
Is this projection?
everything that they ever did to you, they say that you did to them,
I think so.
Yep.
right? Where is the justice when someone can destroy your life online and walk away with profit?
I agree here because Charles is locked up on bogus charges and can't afford an attorney to represent him. So where is the justice?
Where is the justice for us giving her a bunch of money and lying to us about Unk and Grape and worrying us and freaking us out and helping her, and then she turns around and backstabs and lies about her? I made dozens of videos in support of her. Where's the justice? Where's
Wow.
the justice for all the men you've accused and the people you've taken advantage of, the stealing, the grifting? Where's the justice, Marissa?
Yeah, like Marissa, I sent you mace for your purse. I sent you mace for your keychain for you to wear around your neck because I was worried that Unk was going to Unk you, but you were having a relationship with Unk. So I was, you're a con girl. You're a con.
Where is the accountability when digital abuse continues long after the physical escape? Justice cannot be something only the wealthy can afford. Justice must be the floor we all stand on, not the prize we can reach, right? People ask me how I'm still standing all the time. The
I want to
truth
see
is,
a
I don't.
receipt for that. I don't think anybody has asked that.
I would
I
like to
think-
see one receipt at least. I have seen none.
I think somebody helped her write some of this, by the way.
Chat GPT,
Stand alone.
Well, or others.
perhaps.
Each time I pray, every time I speak truth, and every time I connect with another survivor, that's God's hand steadying me.
I hope so.
I
God's hand needs to be in everybody's lives.
was saved by grace, intuition, by the unseen forces that whisper, not yet, there's more for you to do, by my guides, by my spirit guides. I believe I survived to bear witness, to show that even in the darkest manipulation, the soul cannot be owned. I'm rebuilding from zero, and I'm not here asking for anything. I just want to tell you guys that, like, all the, like, that it's whatever.
It's a shame. She didn't have to rebuild from zero. She had years of having a job and creating a wealth for herself, but she didn't want to work. And that's the truth of it. And I'm sure she is disgruntled that she went through all of her money and she doesn't have that anymore. I would be too. It would suck, but she chose to not work. She chose to have no income. She chose just to spend what was given to her. That's her fault, not Charles and not anybody else's. That was her money.
Whatever you're seeing, like, if it's not from my social medias directly, it's just BS, right? And I'm rebuilding from zero. I am truly rebuilding from zero. My credit, my career, my sense of safety, all of it, it's being reborn.
That's okay.
Some days it feels great, like it's going to work out.
She will get there, guys. Everybody has a second chance.
Other days, like today, when I had to go on Facebook and delete all these pictures, like, you know, that I took when I was like drugged out and like messed up and like just totally not in my right mind, right? Being held under threats of court blackmail, court like extortion. This
Blackmail, extortion. When? Where? Whom? How?
like it was scary as hell. Like the threats
Receipts.
and then the physical threats. I mean, I
They both abused each other. Okay.
got my eyelashes ripped out.
And that night, because they were both high off their gourd, Charles did say that he took her false eyelashes off, which was horrible. Okay. And he felt like shit about it. And he beat himself up about it for months. But what about the 2 black eyes Marissa gave him? She seems to not remember or care about her own abuse.
No,
I know it's crazy.
when she admits to hurting him, she is actually glad about it. She actually hasn't ever been apologetic about it.
It's like she has ecstasy about it, I think.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go too into it. But anyways, some days it feels impossible. Some days it feels like hard. Some days it feels like, okay, I'm never gonna make it out. I've learned to survive on 1 meal a day.
OMAD, 1 meal a day, OMAD, is not a new concept, and millions of people practice it daily. She's had years to find employment so she could feed herself to her 3 or 5 or 7 meals a day that she wants, but she seems to be allergic to work from my own personal observations.
I eat 1 meal a day. I have
Yeah.
since I was a child.
Yeah, you are normal. I don't know why she's bringing this as like it's a victim injury. No, it's healthy. It's done her well. Although I think
Oh.
she's a little thin.
Somebody just said, why didn't she go to Ricky's funeral? Yeah, in some of her Reddit, she was talking really bad shit about her mom. Like, who talks bad about their mom publicly?
I know who
Yeah,
had breast cancer for 10 years.
Yeah, she called her evil.
An evil mother who would drive her to get heroin. An evil mother who spent her last money to have her daughter go to a rehab in Malibu. An evil mother who suffered from breast cancer and radiation for 10 years. I hope she eats those words. They're just disgusting.
You know, and that's cool. Thank God. You know, fasting's a good thing, right?
It is.
I've learned that my dog eats before I do.
Marlo ate because a lot of us made sure he was fed, including myself.
Yeah, I gave her $100 to feed Marlo, and everybody's like, Olga, it doesn't cost $100 to feed a dog. I was like, okay.
They don't know what they're talking about. It's like it adds up when you give like what one bag. I remember one bag was $40. You have to buy a food bowl, and then she needs another month of it. It does add up, you know. And grooming, it is to have a pet, you need to be able to afford the pet. You can't be. Oh God, it's just so hard when I see homeless people with a pet. I feel so bad for those animals. Like they just deserve a warm bed, a full belly at night. You know?
And peace.
And peace, not the sound of cars and it's terrible.
Said it, and I always will. I've learned it's about the little things in life, the little moments of love, the bed that you go to sleep on, the roof over your head, the family in your life.
Yo, give me a break, girl.
I was isolated from a lot of the people that I love and care about.
Who would be isolating her from people that she loved and cared about?
I remember though, I already lived through the impossible, right? And I'm here. I'm here. I am not defined by what was done to me. Obviously, if it like that stuff, I was not okay. obviously. Obviously, I'm here with it now, right? And I am defined what I choose to do now, which is speak, heal, and rise, regardless of the ongoing harassment, stalking, and weird shit happening by people acting on his behalf. And
If she's referring to me, I am guilty of giving her money, buying her and Marlo food, paying for Ubers, her storage unit, Amazon, pizzas, gummy sharks, mace, dog grooming supplies. I can go on.
Hold on. Do you realize that she's saying that Charles sitting behind jail is able to have co-conspirators that are stalking, harassing, and doing all this stuff, but Charles is on everything is recorded, first of all, and he begged everybody to shut up and leave her alone because he's scared to death of her. In a weird way, still loves her. Don't understand that. But imagine, I don't think there's anybody in this community that is so enamored of Charles. We're like, we've got to save Charles. You know, Charles is the best. And like, we all realize what a shitty stuff he's done and said, and weird shit, and double-sided dildos. And
Because we're normal. I think she's projecting her own like love and weirdness, thinking like we think the same as her.
She doesn't know what stalking means. She's a public live streamer, publicly live streaming, and people tune in because she's in the public and live. No, you know, this is not peeking through her windows. This is not going through her trash can. This is not seeing what she's doing at her car when she's leaving or whatever. This is watching a public live streamer. That's not stalking. She doesn't know what stalking means.
She doesn't. Just like she doesn't know what. Okay, so when there was one time where she was suicidal, she told me she was suicidal, and I said to her, "Do I need to call the police and get a welfare check on you?" Then she said to everybody that I was, what's that word when you?
Oh, swatting.
Swatting. That I tried to swat her. Totally different concept. Totally different words. She doesn't know what she's talking about. That's why this gets very, very tricky with her accusations.
She's basically saying there's people out there that are willing to go to jail, be prosecuted, and fuck up their lives just to help old Cheeto and help Charles out by hurting her. Is there any woman in my little group now? Is there psycho trolls in IP2 and that are in Charles's community? Yes, I think they're sneaky and would know how to get away with stuff. In our little group, there's nobody that's willing to go to jail for Charles.
No.
To fuck over Marissa. I mean, we can't stand you, but it's not like we hate you and want to see you fail. I was glad. I think I'm the only one who thought you were sober for the last couple of weeks. I was applauding your spirituality, however elementary, but it's just... it's nuts. It's lies, and those lies are going to really backfire.
And I'm sad she's not in the place where she was. I thought that was the perfect place for her. Oh my God, I'm so sad that she's not there. I'm so sad that she decided to go.
Well, she said I need, when she was live with Tones that day, I must have dual diagnosis or I will fail. And she has not gotten dual diagnosis in the last 60 days. No psychiatry. Nothing.
They don't even want her.
You know, it's weird because Mega Cat offered her rehab, but then she went to the sober living place, which is, you know, probably not much different than what Mega Cat got her. I'm not really sure. I can't, because I don't know about that. I just know like she did confirm that Mega Cat emailed her and that he was going to pay the difference that what the insurance didn't pay for. A hugely generous offer. And it wasn't good enough for her. But yet going to the sober living house was fine. She's a contradiction. She's a walking contradiction ever since I've known her.
His co-conspirators, who are just as guilty as he is.
You're a guilty girl.
To every survivor watching, you are not alone. To anyone still trapped, your life is worth escaping for. To every ally, your belief in me, your advocacy, and your willingness to listen, it matters more than you know. Thank
This is like a politician.
you. You know, this is absolutely a kind of like a thing, right? This is not just a moment in time, because there's so much that, like, where is the justice? Where is the justice?
Where is it?
Maybe for the physical. What about the fact that I'm trying to get a job, but the fact that, oh, God forbid I get a job, my boss is going to be harassed, so I can't even get a 9 to 5, right?
Don't be a streamer with IP2, girl. Don't do it. It's not us. It's IP2. That I do know.
Honestly, if she just got a job and she didn't live stream it, like tell everybody where she's, working, nobody would know, and she could just work.
This is true. This is true. This is her own demise.
She sets
Wait,
herself up to fail.
Exactly.
My identity was stolen. I can't even afford to go get a new ID right now. If I it's
That's on her.
insane.
Wait.
Wait,
Speaking
her
of-
ID is stolen?
Oh, wait. So yeah, that means she's driving illegally because you have to have a California driver's license, don't you?
She's driving without a license then.
So she can afford vapes and the new things she's bought in California, but can't, what is it, $25 to get a license?
No, it's 100 or more. Yep.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah, it's that much, girls.
A license?
Yep, a driver's license. Not an ID
Wow.
card, but a driver's license, yes.
I thought you just got
Wow.
it mailed to you.
Yeah. Okay, if you lose yours, they just send you.
To
You
renew
could-
your license, it's like $100.
Wow.
Ugh.
But she has to
But-
be a resident in California to get a California license. And I heard that her Virginia license was revoked.
Right.
So don't smoke and save up your money, you dumb bitch.
That would be a starter. She doesn't need a wall hanging, really. She could be saving for her ID. That's important.
Yeah.
She shouldn't be driving if that's really the case then.
I mean, she wrecked 4 cars in a year. She shouldn't be driving, period.
Yeah.
So that's okay though. It's gonna work out. I totally have faith. My faith is what's keeping me strong. It's what kept my mother strong. And we are living in a time where exploitation can happen through a screen, and that means awareness must live there too.
I mean, self-awareness would benefit her greatly. Just saying.
Oh, it definitely can happen through a screen because it happened to me in ways that Marissa could never fathom. But the only thing that's happening to her through a screen is 4 or 5 clippers pointing out her lies. That's it.
It must. Use your platforms to educate and to not shame.
Well, I wish she would use hers to do that.
That's what
I mean, all she talks about is woe is me. Like, Charles has been in jail for 4 months, okay? Where is your growth, Marissa?
People need to be shamed. There were things that people pointed at me back in the day. Some of them I didn't do, but some of them I did. I deserve to be shamed on some of the things I did. So,
I mean, does anybody deserve to be shamed with them calling out her lies? I don't believe so. No. I don't see anybody doing something shameful.
oh, I've shamed her makeup, her fashion.
I mean, it's a
Well-
little, it can be catty, but is it shameful? I don't know. Maybe I'm in the wrong headspace to comment at that point, at this point in time. But I mean, it does need to be said. Girlfriends, look out for girlfriends is what I'm trying to convey.
I actually am trying to give her advice on her makeup.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I would not allow my girlfriend to go out in public if I thought it looked hideous. I mean, I know that she really likes that big inflated lip look. She told me.
But look
I
how
don't-
much better she looks right here without all the red.
Oh, 1000%. Like Marissa's not an ugly girl. She's a really pretty woman when she doesn't have the fake eyelashes on, the fake contacts. I wish she would go back to natural lips. If you look at her like back in the like 2016, that era, and before, I think she's pretty.
Well,
I don't
she has pretty things about her.
Yes,
After the last couple days, I'm just gonna. I think she looks like a fucking.
because it's her personality is ugly as hell.
She looks like a linebacker with a huge miss knuckle. Sorry,
Ooh.
big chin, big forehead. Sorry.
Let's keep going.
As my goal always was. Support legislation that protects victims of digital abuse.
Can I just say, please don't have a political opinion if you don't vote. I know she doesn't vote. This drives me crazy. If you want to get into politics, then fucking vote.
Demand accountability from the corporations that
I demand accountability from the source here, her making the video.
Mm-hmm.
profit from our pain. I can't tell you how many times I have asked YouTube to take down videos.
Fair use. If you don't want people to criticize, critique, and express opinions from your content, then the internet is not meant for you. The
And
end.
notice that when she goes live, a lot of her new subscribers, like these foreign guys, they come in and go, DSL, dick sucking lips. And girl, why don't you get on that? So why doesn't she ever block them? Isn't that a form of sexual harassment?
Yeah, and then that one comment that, oh, I should have screenshotted it so I could share it here with everybody. Darn. Yeah, the one like about being raped. Like, why didn't she block that person?
That was very weird.
Yeah.
That offended me. Like, I wanted to like go through the screen and strangle that commenter. I thought that was disgusting, but she didn't seem to be bothered.
Odd. She only blocks people who are basically telling her that she's lying. So
Mm-hmm. Weird.
And when you see someone being silenced, speak their name, not their abusers, please. But the survivors, and say, we believe you, we've got you.
I believe you. I want to say, when Marissa first went on New Jersey courts, I think I told y'all I had a physical reaction. I felt like my knees were buckling. I believed her for about an hour. I actually believed her. I believed everything she was saying, and I was wary of everything until she called me. So, just wanted to put that out there. Now I have no clue what went on between them.
Yeah, it is a mystery.
Every story of survival is also a story of faith. Faith that the truth will find its way. Faith
This is so melodramatic for me, guys. I'm sorry.
that justice, though delayed, cannot be denied forever. And I believe in karmic justice as well.
I believe in karma. Karma is real and it applies to everybody.
And it's looking at her. She has screwed over Charles's dad, accusing him, accusing people and backstabbing people, sending her back to her abuser, now saying something about a LinkedIn tree. Like, that's karma, bitch.
Oh my God, to bring in Charles' father. So she wants Charles to be locked up so his father dies and Charles doesn't even get to go to the funeral. Like, I'm so sad. Beyond sad. Like, I'm so sick to think that she would do that to him.
People just said, spill the secrets, Olga. Do you know how bad I want to? But I can't.
In
None of-
time. In time.
Faith that the light is patient and it always returns, even in the darkest of our days. I stand here not as a victim, but as a life-living testament that the human spirit is unbreakable. I had been put through torture tactics, brainwashing, psychological manipulation, sexual manipulation, physical manipulation.
Torture tactics, brainwashing, psychological manipulation, sexual manipulation, physical manipulation. If this were true, why did she stay even when she had an ample amount of strangers helping her to leave? And even if Charles got out of jail, she went back to him. She moved in with him and his dad and brother, then rented an apartment together with Charles, which they both had to co-sign the lease for. So where are all these torture, brainwashing, manipulation?
No, I think that Charles was very manipulative. I think they were both doing drugs, both manipulating each other, and some of the things she just said I can see him doing, especially while on meth.
So why
But-
live with him? Why live with him and his family? Why then go to a motel afterwards because it got too crowded, and then get that apartment from the motel owner? They owned the apartment. They had to make the money. Charles did double shifts to get it. They got it. They co-signed together, and then that happened.
That's true. Absolutely.
Yeah,
They were going
I'm
to
not
the
on her
gym.
side on that one. I think that what she did is a scummy move. Scum.
Trigger warning, sorry guys. All of it. I went
Oops.
through step.
Marissa told me repetitively that she loved him and she didn't want to leave him, that she wanted to marry him. She said these things all the way to the end of our friendship. She never waned. I'm just letting y'all know. It's very hard to have a friend like that who is to her viewers, I'm being abused. But then to me, I love him. What the hell am I supposed to do?
She even
Fucking
told her
lunacy.
streams that. There was times she would tell the streams, I love him, guys. I love him.
I would text her. I didn't have a lot of interaction with her, but the one time I saw her and him arguing for the dog, I texted her. I said, please get away from him. Please take your dog and get away from him. Please, please, please. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve this.
I remember you being like that in the beginning. Yeah, I do.
Oh, I was hardcore swinging the bat for her.
You were. We all were.
Yep.
But she chose
Yep.
to stay, and so we had to we softened our corners for that because that was her choice. I don't know. She blames Charles for all of it. That's how she sleeps at night. Nothing is ever her fault. She's a victim. So
And she's blaming us, and all we keep saying is, please have accountability and just say thank you or say I'm sorry, even if it's in private. You don't have to do it publicly. How many times? I don't want it, but somebody like Kale, why not say, God, Kale, I was so fucked up, and I took advantage.
it's only gotten worse with me. Now I'm a co-conspirator.
Right.
It's wow, all my time, money, and investment in her and to be having a good friend was for nothing. It was all in vain. I had no idea it was being used.
Remember, Charles even tried to tell you she's not being a good friend to you.
He did, and I remember where I was when he said it, and I'm in my mind, I was like, you're wrong. I didn't say that to him, but I refused to believe it because I loved her so deeply. My rose-colored glasses were glued on my face. If it wasn't for Newly, I don't know. She would have taken me for a long ride, guys. I was her ride or die. I don't know, guys. Let's keep going here.
By step to take my life.
She is so insulting to anyone else who has had these kind of mental issues in their lives. She discounts everybody else. Our good friend said that she had main character syndrome, and it's true. It's true. She doesn't look out of herself to see her own actions. That's why she blames everybody.
And I survived that. I was extremely brainwashed. I was under
She's a con artist
Stockholm. I made a stream saying I think I have
who stole from the elderly.
Stockholm syndrome. Where's the justice? Okay. The second I was able
Con numerous people over and over and over. She's just a hustler.
to get away from that and finally get away. I mean, I tried to remove this person from my life.
She has never admitted any responsibility to anything ever.
The first time I had called was before I even left to go be with him. It's so insane. And I wasn't able to answer the door for them when they came. But anyway,
Who is she talking about here? Answer the door to whom?
Charles, when she accused Charles of talking to Jay, she called the police on him.
anyways. I totally am a testament that the human spirit is unbreakable.
You know, she got Charles to prop her up in her own father's house. She got him to provide a second apartment for her. She had him out there Ubering all day. He gave her daily allowance. She got her money. She got her sound bath. She got her fake eyelashes. I'm not really sure how uncomfortable she was at the end. She had a rose. She had a vibrator.
He said, "I'm walking on eggshells and being very careful until this court date." And he even said, he told her, don't know if this is true, that she should stay at the house and he should stay at his dad's. And she threw a fit that, you don't love me then. If you don't want to live with me, you don't love me. And, you know.
Well, you see, there is a lot of manipulation from her part to him because there's a no contact order. So at any time, she can ring up the police and go, hey, you know what? The guy that's not supposed to be contacting me is right here. He's doing this and this and that. So he's under that. She's also done things like destroy his property, like those figurines he created. And we've seen like the laceration in the back of his head. So it's just crazy that she just wants to be like the biggest victim in the universe. That's her goal. And basically monetize that. And I think she's watching other podcasters and seeing how they've gotten their clout and trying to mimic that, but it doesn't really work when it's not authentic. Instead it just looks like what it is, like a clout grab.
Contrived.
Yeah. It's contrived completely. But Charles is crazy too. He should have just been like, you know what, go be homeless or something, and just never allowed her into, his father's apartment. But he didn't. She was like being like, oh, we're in love, and so,
I mean, she was sleeping with other men, and he still kept her. So, like, Charles he was insane too.
Yep. It's an insane situation, but in this situation, she's the one with the power because he was the one under the no contact order that could be in trouble just for interacting with her. But yet they got a place together, which she later will use against him and say that she was stalking him, or he was stalking her. Sorry, but when the whole thing is they got the place together, that's their place. He's trying to see if she's OD'd or not when she's got not answering
Oh
his
my
phone.
God. He called me that night and he was so worried because the lights were on. Marlo
Right.
was in there. Nobody was there. He's like, where
Poor
is she?
Marlo.
Yeah,
She's gone for hours.
That's why
Yeah.
there's shit smeared all over the place. Marlo had to go to the bathroom.
No mystery there,
Nope.
Jeez. That poor dog.
Somebody said, why are we ignoring their comments? And
Oh, sorry guys. I haven't even been looking at the I glanced at the comments, but I'm so like trying to focus on her to react. I can't multitask. But
well, they
you guys
said
are awesome.
they are all part of the social media network. I'm suspecting you guys are part of it to spread the lies.
Where's that?
I don't know what that means.
I
Anything
don't-
that we say on anything we say, we have tangible evidence and proof.
Yeah, I have. If
Receipts.
you want to be ignoramus, go for it, dude. Because I've got text messages and voicemails. I got everything. I've got no problem. I got no
I
problem.
actually don't see that comment that Olga was reading. Is it in the other chat or something, or do they have me blocked?
I don't
Um,
know where it is, but like I
I
have an attorney. I'm all good. I'm set in stone. I would like to see that
Yeah, we
comment.
had to spend money on attorneys too, by the way. Is somebody named Chinza?
Oh, they retracted. I see they retracted. Aw, aw.
Well, maybe they meant something else. I don't know. But anyway.
Okay. We'll give them a pass because they were stupid. Well, I hate saying that because that sounds like Marissa. Marissa calling everybody stupid. That did bother me. It's like, really?
But at the same time, she has never heard of the fact that there is anybody that could have anything negative to do to her until now, until Charles. Until Charles, people who hurt other people she didn't know about, is what she's trying to say. Even though she's accused a guy in California of sexual assault, she's accused a police officer. It's on her Reddit. She
Of
talks
grape,
about
right? On Reddit, she yeah,
Yeah.
it was of a form of sexual assault. Grape.
Yeah,
It seems to be a running pattern.
Ryan, the Men at the Cove, possible other people.
Yeah,
right.
Cove.
So when
Monk.
she says she's never known people could be like this until now, that just really says that nothing has ever happened. She just falsely accused them.
Well, predators. She's talking about. I never known there were predators. Well, she was in a drug gang that the FBI was part of.
She was
Right.
a predator. She said, "I am a master gold digger. I can con $5 out of anybody." Blah blah blah. She was a predator toward the women in this community.
She was, and she's deleted those videos, but they have all been downloaded for the attorney. So, there's that.
She's still, posting evidence of herself doing crimes, driving around somebody's vehicle without a license, and that's big brain hours there. Whoever's vehicle that is, I feel sorry for them.
I accidentally clicked away. I hope I didn't go too far. Wait, hold on, let me see.
Terms, even in the darkest of our days.
I think it's further over
The first
here.
time I had called was before I even left to go be with him. It's so insane. And I wasn't able to answer the door for them when they came. But anyways. I totally am a testament that the human spirit is unbreakable.
This is her looking at her script, trying to think where she's going to read next. I mean, Marissa, stop it. Don't do that.
Totally. Like, this dude was asking me, would I die for him? Like, every other day. Obsessed.
I mean, she was equally obsessed with Charles. I think we can all attest to that. Clearly. Come on.
So the Harley Quinn Joker archetype. That's sick as fuck. Right? So, my life has
Somebody typing?
I'm sorry.
been torn apart, right? Rewritten, but now I'm being reborn.
I wish that for her. I want her to get out of this headspace that she is stuck in, It's like she can't get out of it. She's in this constant regurgitating broken record cycle, like just rehashing. Charles has been in jail for 4 months, Marissa. Get on with your life.
I finally told my mother about this whole story, and she immediately said, "Oh my God, I'm going to start praying for this girl right away." And I'm like, okay. And then finally I had to say, "Can you stop praying for this girl and just leave your prayers for me? Because I think there's dirty things going on." Like, I would love if Marissa took accountability, told the truth, and actually became a decent person, especially since she's a drain on my taxpayer dollars. But
She is.
I don't wish anything bad on her, That is the honest to God's truth. Accept accountability.
You know, that dream I had about her the other night, it was so demonic. I am still like bothered by it. And it was
Oh, that is such a weird thing. I won't go into it. How many of us in our little group got done watching Marissa or talking about her and something bad happened? There was lightning that struck somebody's house. There was, I can't even, I'm not gonna,
my van cabinets.
yes. And then the demon dream you had.
Oh my
Something
God.
else, cat. Like it's so weird how many weird things have happened. And when I watched her the other day, the rest of my night was in a bad mood, and I said, I'm done. I cannot look at this woman's face anymore.
There's an entity around Marissa, and it's because she chooses to stay in this negative, dark, lying atmosphere created by herself. Charles, you know, he doesn't speak badly of her. Do you
No, it's weird. He keeps saying, I still love her, and I'm dreaming about
I know he's sick in the head over this woman who does nothing but want to destroy him, who's keeping him from his father, who's 85 years old. You know,
I have dreams about the Cove, and she's up there just waiting for me to come home from work, and I'm like,
yeah, should I call her? Should I call her? No, like let her fucking go. She doesn't care
See,
about you, dude.
Yeah, he hasn't called her in so long. I don't know. She's counting the days, and I think, and ever since those days, she's seemingly getting angrier and angrier. Like she's been injured. Like her ego has been injured because you know what? Somebody just saying that they love you. I mean, that does, you know, it does sound nice, but she doesn't have that anymore, and I think she's been angry since.
well, I also think that the more sober she gets, the more she looks back and goes, oh my God, I spent my last bit of money I had on drugs and Airbnbs and wasting it on drugs. And we had this toxic relationship. So every day she starts resenting and getting more vengeful, as women naturally do. Like we look back and go, oh my God, did I sleep with that guy? Did I kiss that guy? Gross. What was I thinking before I was thinking, you know? So I think she's in that headspace too, but she's talked her into it's all his fault, but not anything to do with her.
Yeah, everything is Charles' fault. You know, she is without blame, blemish free, and she's the one who taught him to cook crack. She's the one that got him back in. He was doing really good before he met Marissa. He had gone to Greece. He was clean. And it just went downhill after he got together with her. It's very sad.
She's the one who wrecked her Mercedes, first by kicking it in and then hitting Charles with it. And then, what was it, the pole?
She almost killed him with that.
Yeah.
The pelvis injury. It could have gotten a vital artery and he would have died. And actually, a nurse said that he could have died because that was a main artery. He was lucky. He was lucky. I checked in with my doctors about this.
I think they were both lucky. Look how many times that she almost OD'd with him.
Yeah.
And one time he almost OD'd.
He saved her life a couple of times. She went blue.
And he almost OD'd from some weird drugs. So I think she's very lucky to be alive today.
Well, you know, and she was saying on Ingy Courts, like he called her like a million times. Well, they were worried about each other, whether they would OD or not. And it's not like all of a sudden he's just like calling her 8,000 times. It's because she stopped responding, which was an unusual thing. So
yeah,
she can't say that it's even stalking anyways, because she had been responding anyways. Even if there was the no contact order, they would look at it and know that she is contacting him. Even if she's deleted it completely from her phone, they can get that from the phone records. They have the ability to do that and prove that they were actually communicating back and forth. And the judge would just be like, whatever to that, because it's obvious it wasn't like a stalking situation where she's not wanting contact. No, she was contacting him as well.
And they were going to the gym every day. She
Yep.
said, well, I was sleeping with a butcher knife and mace under my pillow, but you were getting up and going to the gym.
I hate when she said that because I'm like, I'm the one who gave her the mace. I wish I never did. I gave her the mace for Unc.
And I'm telling you, if you don't want a man in your house and you don't want a man on top of you and you don't want all this stuff, there's a million and one ways to do things to that man to get him out of your house, get him off you. Don't get out of bed and go grab a toy if you're being choked. And
don't co-sign on a lease with your supposedly, allegedly abuser.
I'm not
I
saying
didn't-
I know what happened that night. I don't. So I'm just saying.
I mean, actions. It's all about actions, not words.
reborn. Okay, this is my like and now I use that life and light that I have, right, to demand something simple and something sacred: justice, dignity, safety
You give that to yourself, Marissa.
for us all. If you've listened to this far, thank you.
I think she's done here. This is where she wraps up her bullshit.
God, I made a video the other day talking about really hardcore stuff that happened to me, and I don't even sound that dramatic. I don't know.
It was pretty crazy what she did. Like, I literally thought she was AOC.
Oh God, yes. Perfect example.
It was so contrived. I'm sorry. It's so fake, girl. Marissa, no. Don't read from your script. Read from your heart.
I wish really that everything that you want to be, Marissa, I hope it happens for you. I genuinely, my hand on my mother, hope it does happen to you and you get to a place of accountability and finding your spirituality. And it takes years to get that wisdom and to heal yourself. I hope that you get there. I really do. I don't wish any harm on you whatsoever, except to take accountability. That's all we've ever said. And I even made a video the other day. If you don't want to talk about your past or what you did with this man or that man, it's your prerogative, but just never tell a lie again. And you just keep lying and adding stuff to the story.
Yeah. I mean, Marissa, I was your friend. I was in your corner and I loved you deeply without prejudice. I was willing to do whatever I needed to do to help you get forward. So the way you have turned on me, I've never experienced that in my life. It's very new. It's just a new environment for me to know that somebody that I loved and helped and talked to for 2 years, over 2 years, to turn on me like you did with, I don't know. It's a learning example for myself to guard my judgment with others instead of being so trusting. But I do wish that you get out of this hole you're in with the way you think and get on with your life and stop regurgitating, rehashing this same narrative of victimization, because you're not a victim. You're not a victim. You're free. Okay? You're free. You've been free for months. Even if it was Charles that did the stuff that you accused him of, you're free. He's in jail. Why are you going on about it? Get a job, make friends, and get on with your life. I've said that to you from day one. Go be social, blossom. You're going to be 34. What do you have going for you? Create it now, today.
And
I wish you the best.
And if there are people harassing you, like you said, this Brandon Q guy, why mention him? That was my problem, Marissa, when I was being harassed and people calling my entire family, including my saintly mother, a PEDO, and the horrific shit I went through. My problem was I didn't ignore them and walk away. So I caused more. Why are you mentioning this guy? Why are you entertaining him?
Good point, Olga. Exactly. Why is she hashing? Why is she like stomping on us, but not Brandon Q? Why is she protecting? She's always done that though. She's always protected the doxers and the bad people, and she's always thrown the good people to the trash. And
Well, maybe
that's a character flaw with Marissa.
maybe she's genuinely afraid of them, or we're afraid of them. We don't know who she was talking to. We were guessing a lot of people, narrowing them down, but I don't even, since she did the link tree thing, I wasn't completely believed that somebody was hacking her and messing with her and in her ear all day. Now I don't even know if that's true.
I mean, with the Linktree thing, with her bringing me back into the storyline, she just lost a lot of any kind of. I mean, she didn't really have that much credibility with me. Let me be honest, because I know what went on. I've got the text messages, I've got the voicemails, but to bring me in and create a new narrative, it's like, oh my gosh, girl. That's why I had to put that video up. It's like, what are you talking about? Knock it off. Move on.
Still having empathy for her. Her drug addiction was so bad that to get to that point of addiction where you're grifting, conning, lying, stealing, doing things with your body and hurting your body, it's got to be so painful, shameful, embarrassing. I have such empathy for that. Like no matter how bad people hate her, I had empathy for that.
You did.
But and I talk about it often, but it left now after this Linktree thing, and
it's too much. It's too much.
It's getting to the point where it's getting evil.
That's why I had that dream. Oh my God. It was like that it was demonic. That demon like wanted me to suffer and fail and knew my heart and knew my mind, my thoughts, and it didn't want me to succeed in any way. And that demon had Marissa's energy, and I cannot shake it. How many days has it been? I'm still reacting to it. I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep. I was awake for like 48 hours afterwards.
I couldn't sleep the other night after the Linktree thing and her saying co-conspirators. Like even if like trolls and IP trolls, do you think they would be co-conspirators with Charles? Does anybody even like Charles? How many people can sit here and say, I like Charles a whole lot? He's
not
such
many.
a good guy. If there's co-conspirators, I think they're trolls that you were talking to. Unless you lied about that too. Their situation is so toxic, so dark. And I like to say, I am so glad the Marloverse is finally dead, because it has brought nothing but pain, drama, craziness, mental illness. I went mentally ill. It's been nothing but horrible. Coming back this time, I'm embarrassed by it, because here I am involved again. And what has it brought?
Nothing.
Anxiety. Well, it brought anxiety. I mean, how many times do I tell y'all that I have anxiety over this?
No, you're right. It's brought negative emotions, but in actuality, it's done nothing in the world. It contributed nothing to society. She is here going, you guys, I am the light. Follow me. I have all the truth. No, you don't. You're parroting these videos that you're constantly streaming from. Those channels really should strike you, because it's not content where you stream other people's videos. You're not teaching anybody anything.
No, if it's helping her, that's amazing. But it's not teaching people like us who know about all these people and have studied it all our lives and everything. She's basically a bunch of guys that want to say DSL, dick sucking lips, and but if it's
I think she likes that, Olga. I think she likes those kind of compliments.
maybe there's part of her deep down that actually wants to help people and talk to people. I don't know. I'm so confused by her at this point. I don't even know anymore.
I concur.
And do y'all remember when I was actually convinced she was going to come kill me at the grocery store? That wasn't even being dramatic. I actually was like, you guys, this situation gives me anxiety, and it makes me feel dark and angry every time I see her or talk about her. I don't want it anymore. It's dirty.
I agree. It leads to nothing. She doesn't really contribute anything. It's the same old story. It's if she talks about it today, it's the same thing she can go 5 years from today, she'll be talking about the same thing. There's no growth in Marissa. There's no inspiration, motivation, as long as she talks about the same thing.
And one last thing, she always talks about Charles's cult. Charles, if any of us were in some type of Cheeto thin-lipped cult, we would be quiet right now and not saying anything. And if we wanted to harass you and hurt you, we would tell the little remainder of the community things we know about you. So anyway, that's all I have to say is good luck, and none of us wish harm on you. I think we all just wish we knew the truth.
Yes, we do. And
from both of them.
I will stake on my life we'll never get the truth, Olga.
No, not from either one of them. No, I think they're still not telling things that went on. So
yeah, I mean, she's got a man locked away who can't speak. So it's the world's her oyster, and she's running with it. But one day he will be free. One day he will be free, and I hope he will tell his story. I don't know if he will, but I hope he does, because there's always two sides. It's a tango. There's always two sides to a story. Her story is not 100%.
No, I just wish, if she doesn't want to talk about her past or what happened, she absolutely shouldn't. But for
She
her
talks about it all
higher
the time.
vibration
She talks
and
about it all the
spiritual
time,
side,
Olga.
she should.
Olga, she talks about it all the time.
And it's not good for her. I know. And it's not good for your brand. You say you want to be this Reiki healer and everything. No woman with money is going to pay you a dime. That's why I made that video. I was secretly kind of trying to give you advice. Nobody's going to pay money for somebody that's acting like they're in mania or dressed like a lot lizard or isn't professional. Saying fuck every other word. It'll never happen.
She should stop talking about it, get on with the new direction she wants, and be positive instead of being negative. I 100% agree. I wouldn't pay for her services. Like, what's wrong with this woman? Apparently, she's got a lot of issues. Bye-bye.
She's too young. I would want somebody, where's your resume? Where's your certificates? Where did you work before? Why are you dressed that way? Why aren't you speaking eloquently? No, nothing would make me spend money on her, and I've wasted a lot of money. So I was trying to give her actual advice, but no more.
It's sad. I would still be in Marissa's corner had she not shit on me. Oh well. It wasn't that long of a waste. It was only a couple of years of my life, but we're good.
So please stop referring to co-conspirators and saying Kill is doing something nefarious with Linktree or insinuating of any of us.
I actually forgot about the Linktree. I was like, when she made that video, I was like, oh yeah, the Linktree. And I was like, oh no, sir. We're going to show the text messages about that. You know, what an ingrate. I helped her in all ways imaginable, and she never fucking appreciated me. Is that a sour grapes? Yeah, a little bit, but I'm over it. Just don't include me in your fucking mouth anymore, Marissa. Just let it go. Get on with your life. Create a life, and you'll be good. You'll prosper. You'll meet good people. You'll build yourself up. You know, as long as you have a job and you're not feeding off of other people's wallets.
Well, I don't plan on watching her anymore because I get in a bad mood and I just can't stand anything she's saying. I just can't do it. So I will keep up with whatever people post, and I'm not going to make another. I did make a video where I talk about some stuff that happened to me in the past, to where it makes it look ridiculous that she would ever think any of us would do anything to her. But she needs to come out and tell the truth about what happened to her. Is it Brandon Q who was calling the facility? What really happened? So we can all throw tomatoes at these people.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the shitty thing
Marissa.
that they were doing.
Olga, 1,000%. Marissa, if you're listening, come clean and be honest with what was going on, and you will have an army again with you. A small army will support you, but you got to be honest about it. I don't know why she has not been, why she's been very evasive. Like, oh my gosh, if somebody came after my bestie, yeah, sorry, I'm after you with daggers. And
You were
I'm not
doxed.
alone.
You were doxed over her.
Yeah, I know. And I still loved her. What an idiot. Woo.
Wow.
We live and we learn, as Juanita said. We live and we learn.
And why did she do the @ symbol? I did make a post that she should be contacting the FBI and Internet Crime Unit and making police reports if people are breaking into her house and smearing
Right.
shit everywhere. That's a good thing, but why did she @ YSL? I don't know, like,
Because she's a narcissist. You know, she wants it. God, she's not an honest person. She wants fame, glory. She wants new supply. If she was really an honest person, she would not be tagging those people to find her content.
call
wouldn't
her
even
daddy? Really?
She wouldn't even be on fucking YouTube. She'd be out there, you know, with true organizations fighting for justice.
What is YSL gonna do for her? Like,
I don't know. Maybe she thinks she's Nicole Kidman. I'm not sure.
anyway.
Oh, wait. Nicole Kidman's too old. She doesn't like older women.
Interesting, because a lot of those women look pretty young. J-Lo, Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, we know what we're doing. Marissa, you gotta learn. You gotta learn from the best, girl. But you won't.
Manifest it. Manifest truth. And
yeah. Truth, honesty, integrity, ethics, love, being a good person, not a trash one. I don't know.
4 days ago, I thought, I think there's a good person in there. And
There is, Olga. I believe it. I think she has mental illness, though. She is true to her word when she said she needs dual diagnosis. I completely agree. She does. She does have a disorder. I don't know if she could ever be like a really wonderful, honest person. I don't think that's really in her because she's been playing this shit since she was 14. It's who she is. But I think she fights to be a good person. Right?
I think she wants to be, and I think she wants to go on this spiritual journey and actually try to help people. She's just got a long way to go. She has a lot more wit, and she's got to get humble. And again, nobody is going to go to your social media and see these fantasy catfish videos and photos and go, oh, that looks spiritual. It's just it's childish. It's very teenagery. Somebody just said Marissa dislikes older women. I don't know why. Maybe because,
I agree with that comment.
but she looks so aged. I'm sorry. Those deep lines. I don't know what's going on there. You manifest money to take care of it right away.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with her with older women. Maybe she's scared of getting older. I can see that.
Well, aren't we all? I mean, nobody likes getting older.
Yeah, aging sucks. Even a plastic surgeon will tell you that. But
Yeah.
we all get older and we all eventually die. So it's really important to make this life really the best, treat people well, because how will you be remembered?
Well, maybe she'll succeed and do well. I don't know. I can't put a lot of time and effort into watching to see what happens to her because I'm just so disgusted after the other night. We'll never know the truth ever from either one of them. And I think it goes a lot deeper than we realize. And it's a shame. And thank God the Marloverse is really dead. I genuinely mean that. I'm glad that I reconnected with my friends that I've known for years and have a couple new ones, but I'm just glad it's dead.
It's sad.
It's a sick, toxic place, and there are predators and sociopaths and narcissists that are circling around in this community. And I happen to know that Marissa has talked to several of them.
Yeah,
And was born.
She's definitely friends with them. She's always done that. She did that with Newly and I. Newly and I were like in her corner to help her. We were like mother figures to her, and she threw us away for IP2, like strangers, doxers, and that's how I was doxed. And I should have learned then, but I still had hope for her. I don't know. That's something I need to talk to a therapist about. Like, why would you be friends with somebody who shits on you? That's a destructive thing to do, to have people that you want to defend who don't give a shit about you. That's definitely very psychological.
That's happened to me a couple times. Yeah. Not in person, but on the internet. So anyway,
well, we responded to her accusations, her fucking lies again. Please, Marissa, just find a new dance. Stop rehashing bullshit, because we're not going to allow it. Just like nobody will allow it. If you accuse somebody, they have a right to respond, and that's what this stream is about. We're responding to your lies, and you addressed a new audience, quote unquote, but you're bringing in your old lies. So there's something wrong with you. You need help.
Well, it's like kind of like rage bait in a way, and she's the only one really monetized. So she's the one monetizing this, and she's purposely making up lies. Like the Linktree thing is such an obvious lie. Anybody can go to it, click the link. It doesn't work. It doesn't do the thing that she's claiming. So is she just purposely lying so that she gets responses? The drama keeps going on. She gets views that will go back to her. It just seems like a lazy content idea, I guess.
She's lazy, certainly, though.
True. She's not doing it on her two new channels, her light channels, Priestess Light channels that she has made. Only just her monetized channel here.
I wonder why. Ka-ching!
She doesn't have a niche either. It's very the same type of tone, talking that she does, the same stories, the same narrative. There's nothing special about her content that you want to click in and listen to. Um, she needs to do she needs branding help. She needs to watch YouTube videos on how to
I could
market.
have helped her there. That's what I do. That's what I've done for 25 years. But sorry, you
Yeah,
lost that one, girl. You lost that one. I tried to help her. You know, even if somebody comes to help her, she will fuck it up. I'm sorry,
I gave
Ola.
her advice on how to get views on TikTok. She didn't listen.
Exactly. There you go. There you go.
I was going to send her costumes and all kinds of stuff. Like, I was going to help her because I felt sorry for her. But
Well,
I do like how she posts some content with the wigs, because first it's like, oh, I don't have to wear those stupid things again, like implying that like Charles made her, and then here she is in California,
where
50 miles away, wearing wigs, and happily posting herself with one.
she's so
And
nuts.
I like wigs. I like dressing up and stuff. I think that's fun. Just own it. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah, exactly. Wigs are awesome. I love them too. I wish there's a couple I want to buy. I've been wanting to buy them for years. I never demonized them.
no, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just like, okay, what do you mean you don't have to wear them again? And then she's wearing them again. It's a very weird comment.
Booberly, she is a walking contradiction.
That's true.
It doesn't matter what subject it is. She will always contradict it. I've never seen anything like it before. It's very fascinating, actually.
well, I don't think we're ever going to be able to understand the contradictions. I think Charles is going to be gone for a very long time.
Yes, this is very sad. I actually want to cry because he didn't do what he's accused of. You're innocent until proven guilty. And probably because of her nefarious deeds, he might just plead to a deal just so he could get on with his life. It's very hard to fight the charges that she's brought upon him because she's a woman, and Virginia is women biased. I mean, guys, protect yourself. That's all I can tell you. Learn from this story, this chapter. Learn.
Oh God. And she needs some wisdom about men because she's dated young guys, drug addicts, losers. She really needs a lot of education on men. And like the
Yeah.
500 men in her DMs that are millionaires. I'm like, girl, you did
Sure.
not
Sorry. It's just too
God,
much.
men that are sick of their wives for the moment. They just need a little ego boost. And
Yeah, Marissa, you're the only one who's got DMs like that, girl. You're the only one. Give me a break. She's so deluded.
Well, I know. And then she just says, like, but that doesn't matter. I want to be with somebody with a good spirit. And the thing is, it's kind of like she's excusing why she was ever with Charles, because Charles is not somebody who's known for being wealthy.
I mean, let's think about this a minute. She's like, Charles stalked her and to get her, but she stalked Charles.
Definitely. She definitely did. She was a member of his trying to get his attention. She super chatted him at least once. And he still didn't know, like, who she is from his just regular audience.
I wish Jay was in the chat. Jay could attest to this time frame.
And what's weird, she said, well, he targeted me because I lost my parents. That is the most crazy, delusional thing I ever heard.
Absurd.
Like, he did love you.
She also said because she has a podcast too, but like almost who doesn't have a podcast at this point? But also, she was talking to his brother in 2021, way before her podcast was even born. If anything, she's copied his formatting. His ex-girlfriend's words, like Bach. It's just, if anybody's been targeting or studying anybody, it's been her.
I
And
think he saw her and thought she was hot. And then they met up and he wanted to go out. And then when he got there, she had this massive suitcase handbag filled with amazing drugs.
well, you know, she was also in his state. It's not like he showed up in California first. No, she showed up in Virginia because her brother's wedding. That is, you know, like an interesting coincidence. You know, that did happen, but you know, she's wanting to,
She's
you know,
been in
get the
this community.
Airbnb on the first night. You know, that's all on her.
She's been in
That's-
this since 2021. We are in 2025. 2021, she contacted Andrew. She conversed with Andrew, and that's when she went for Charles. And then she suddenly got a dog, and the dog's name became Marlo.
it's too weird because, like, okay, even if I don't know, like, let's say you're just number one fangirl, and like, let's say you eventually want to end up with the guy you're a fan of, you don't name your dog like their name, you know? It's just,
Weird.
yeah, it's really bad. And you know, the thing is, I guess you would if you just never thought you were gonna meet them. I think she was like a super fangirl.
I agree. I agree. Who gets a dog and names it Marlo after Charles Marlowe? Come on. Come on. She was in the Marlowe brothers since 2021.
Yeah, actually, it could have been earlier. It's you have to go back on his Instagram, but I'm pretty sure I have the screenshot of it anyway, so I can look into my photos. But
Yeah, Marissa, just so you know, we are gathering everything just so Charles and you are, in alignment with truth. We're not going to allow you to create a narrative that is false. It's very easy. We all of us leave a digital thumbprint over the years. So if you think you could backtrack and falsify and all that stuff, no, you can tell any attorney that you want. But, you can't fudge the truth that has been already put out into the internet. Get off the internet if you don't want that.
And again, we know Charles treated you like shit.
We do. I will agree. But
Which
we
is-
all told you to leave, Marissa. That's
I know.
not on us. That's on you.
none of us would have stayed and put up with any of that. It was really like, well, why the heck are you still there? And she's like, well, it's hard because I love him, and so and she just would not do any. She had her own car. I forgot what vehicle it was after the Mercedes, but she had her own car and she chose
Dodge
to stay.
Charger. The Dodge Charger.
Yes,
she
the
wrecked.
Dodge.
Yep.
Yes, she had that, and she had a vehicle. She had her dog.
Charles got that for her, though. He helped to get her that for her, Bugle. Don't forget.
Oh, well,
Actually, I take that back. It was Charles' father that helped.
Yeah, they gave her $2,000, then she stole from him. Now she's
Yep.
taking
wow.
from her.
Yeah. And now she's saying that Charles' father has stolen from her, which is unforgivable, in my opinion. She
Yeah.
should go to jail just for that slander.
She literally, he let her use his room. That's not like a normal thing. That's going way out of his way to be kind. Just sad situation.
That could have caused him to
Heartbreaking.
heart attack.
Yeah.
It's just evil. Maybe some troll was trying to. Yeah, it's weird too because she was always talking about this detective. This detective showed me this marriage certificate.
The detective that she texts the police about, like, that's a lie. Nobody texts 911. She lied.
It was all about the detective. Like, I don't know.
A detective that doesn't show her a marriage certificate. Okay.
If it was a marriage certificate, there would be a receipt. We could see it. There's nothing that. It's just a weird thing she has made up. It's just like another weird thing.
Well, I hope she shows it, and then we'll say sorry.
Oh, I'll eat crow if she shows that. But till my dying day, no, you cannot text 911. No, you cannot text 911. No, no, sorry. Can you imagine if we all text 911?
No,
No,
it's all very strange.
it
But
is.
I do believe it's starting to get. It's bordered. It's gotten too dark. The stories are too confusing now from him and from her. The situation is too confusing and it's starting to border on evil. And once the evil hits, I'm out. So hopefully she stops talking about us and moves on to her light working, higher vibration. I did like my video.
I'm looking forward to that video because I think Marissa will probably understand and learn about true victimization, not fabricated stories, but real experience. Sadly,
Yeah, it's pretty hardcore, and it was kind of cathartic, but
I mean, I commend you for even wanting to share that, Olga. And if you decide not to, that's totally respected. Like, I don't even think I could share something so deep. That's, gosh, I don't know. I don't know, girl.
I'll think about it. I just want her to know that I have been in many situations where there was bad abuse, women in my Discord with very rare, violent abuse with weapons. And I have been harassed on the internet like I've never seen before. And none of us, nor would I try to harass you. So please stop insinuating it. Especially
if you felt my words in your bones.
Oops, I'm trying to add. Well, let's add this here. Sorry, so sorry. I was going to add something to end it. Let me just remove that. I'm learning. Hold on. Keep going, girl. So sorry.
No, I'm done. I just hope she has some awakening thoughts about some of these things.
I want people to read that comment because it's very, very true. And so sad. It's so sad that personalities like Marissa and Charles united. You know? Just, it's like fire and fire.
Yeah, I called it a death spiral. It was nothing good.
Yeah, that's actually, I love that, Booberly. Death spiral.
I want her to get real psych. I was reading attributes of a narcissist, and literally every single one. We all have narcissistic traits, but she clicked off on everyone. And then I looked at traits of a sociopath, and I'm like, she can't be a total sociopath. But there was some check off things. I want her to really get deep, not just spin your bowls and listen to YouTube Alan Watts and everything. I want her to get psychiatric care is what I would like her to get.
She actually very much needs that.
And there's nothing wrong with getting them. It's actually a good thing to get help. So
Yeah.
it's nothing to be ashamed of.
It's something to celebrate. If you could get help, that's a celebration. A lot of people cannot get psychiatric help because of the health services. No, I'm all for it. There's no shame at all about it.
My mom's getting it. I need it. I mean,
I'm getting it.
So, but I think
this one's funny. Let me share this one. You can't argue. You can't. You can't. Marissa, you had such a community. You had such a community, girl. It's so sad that you had such amazing, strong people for you and you shit on all of them. Why? Why did you do that? I'm never going to understand it. Never.
She just wanted the money, I guess.
Is that what it is?
Well, I don't even know why she fell out with VP too, and everybody. It's like everybody. So the common denominator is Marissa, and everybody who doesn't even get along with each other also has
Well, it's
fallen out with Marissa.
a GoFundMe. She keeps saying, I've never e-bagged, after she literally just had a GoFundMe up. I've never asked for pizza. After her mom died, she asked for pizza. She was GoFundMe. Where's all those screenshots of her asking people on Reddit for money? Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
it was for pizza. She said she was living with her mother. Her mother had cancer, and she was asking for a free pizza.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I had to like upload the one about the driving because like my mother's mother died from a drunk driver, and the way that Marissa drives, wrecking 4 cars in a year, I don't think she should be on the road. So that message right there is for you, Marissa. You are an
Well,
insult to people who have lost loved ones.
And you shouldn't be driving while you're streaming, for God's sake.
No.
well, and without her license, she just said she doesn't have it. So
Let me
it's
see
just
if I
so.
could. Let me see if I could upload. Am I done? Wait, hold on. Let me. There we go. That one I thought was interesting. She was really pissed at me for not taking her side 100%. And she accused me of being a DV supporter, as she's done to you, Olga. She's accused you of being a domestic violence supporter.
How could you say that to me? My God. That's why I want to put the video up. Nothing, no abuse that you've gotten in your life compares to some of the stuff that has happened to me.
Yeah.
It's so, I didn't know what was going on with you and Charles and all the stories. I had just came back to the community, kind of. Like, I mean, if Charles did things to you that we're unaware of, fuck him, you know?
Absolutely. I want to know. But she never told me. If she didn't tell me with the amount of confidence we had, yeah, I don't believe her. I'm sorry, Olga. It didn't happen.
Yeah, because y'all were really super close and she never really told you.
Exactly. I mean, she told me she escorted. That's pretty private.
In Virginia?
Charles told me that she escorted in Virginia because they were in a drug situation, but she told me that's something that she did before Charles.
Okay.
And yeah, there's no shame against that. If anybody wants to bring shame against Marissa for escorting, yeah, I don't support that. I actually have known many prostitutes. It's sad, and I feel sad that Marissa had to do that, but that's what drugs will do to you. My cousin with 3 babies died from a heroin overdose. That is how drugs will lead your life. Your own fucking kids don't matter. So I will never judge her for doing that. But she was with Charles doing that. So that's between her and Charles. I don't get it.
We talked about that today, and I was like, what was he doing or thinking? Like, what the hell were they doing? And I have complete sympathy that she was having to do that for drugs. It is absolutely
Sad.
horrible. But don't go to a community of women who have rape stories and say, this guy raped me, and lie about it and get all this sympathy and money and love and care, and then go, well, I was really screwing him on the side, you know? It is such a slap in the face to all of us who
Yeah.
have a hard time talking about it. I have a friend that I've known for 10 years that is one of the worst stories I've heard. It took her 10 years of slowly telling me little bits and pieces. And when she finally was able to, thanks to being triggered by Marissa, for 2 days, my mother and I were just like walking around like zombies. It made me feel like I wanted to go to bed for 2 days. I don't even, that's a survivor and doesn't use her victimhood, her situation to be a victim and get sympathy and everything. It's so bad. So bad and so triggering. We've all been triggered because of this situation. I didn't even realize I was being triggered until like the last few weeks about it all. But yeah, anyway, I'm just rambling. And it's not a contest. That person says it's not a contest over who's had it worse, but it's if you point at people as being co-conspirators who have gone through hell and back, it's slap in the face. So
Well,
Yeah.
that's basically where I was very sympathetic to her because we really don't know what's going on. But when she accused you two, Kale and Olga, of pushing her to be back with her quote unquote abuser, I said, that's not right. And then she tells me within my DM there that no, she didn't say that. So she can't even be honest about what she said. Which doesn't make me believe anything else she's saying. Like, you're lying to me right now saying that you did not say they pushed you.
Marissa, I am the type of, every person that's ever been abusive to me, I did such horrific stuff to them. I would have told you what to do to get him back. Like, not send you back to somebody I thought was abusing you and doing all these things. I don't think I was in the know of everything. I would have said, well, I mean, I would have told you all the stuff that I did to men that did that to me. So I just would never tell somebody to go back to somebody who was beating on them or raping them, or I was mind blown over that. Anyway.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be another part to this stream. It depends on Marissa and her accusations. If she continues to bring us in her narrative, then of course I'm going to speak. But I hope it's done. God, it's so exhausting.
I always thought that maybe when she was talking about these Charles's cult, she was talking about the people she was talking to, the hacker lady and the this one and the that one. And then 2 days ago, she insinuates that it's Kale with the LinkedIn tree that has something to do with OnlyFans, and insinuating that it could be some of us. And I was like, what the hell?
I know. Talk about psychosis.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense at all. Everybody can go to the link tree right now. Go click on the links. It doesn't bring up anything. It doesn't make anything come back.
It's not going to get you any money or get you in jail. It's like obsolete.
Yeah. And nobody's monetizing. That's a projection thing because she's the only one with the monetized channel. And, she's like, okay, Ricky Song, let's put the money dollars, the monetization on that. She's monetizing like over grief constantly.
I know.
And that's somebody's son, that's somebody's brother. It's really gross.
I could not understand that comment from her. I'm like, on my Kale channel, she's not monetized. I don't do her on my other channel that is monetized. Is she talking about Mega Cat? Is Mega
Meg-
Cat monetized? But
I don't think
Marissa-
he is.
I don't think he is either. And Marissa does not know, but she's sending out those concrete accusations, which
Mhm.
it's unfortunate that that's not against the law, because here she is like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that to you. But she's doing something. I mean, if she wants to say it's illegal, that's what she's doing. She's creating this hype.
She actually violates the TOS of YouTube there by saying, like, I've asked YouTube to take down the videos. Like, by that, she's asking people to flag for her. And that's actually harassment there.
She should lose her channel for that, because that's falsifying information.
And as far as contacting the FBI, they would laugh at what you showed them as far as somebody who's dealt with the FBI and DAs over actual internet harassment. They would go, well, where is the harassment? Like, it's ridiculous. And by the way, I want to point out, when Marissa did call me that day, which was weird in itself, I don't know her that well, and she sounded completely out of her mind, like she was on something. She had texted some woman, I don't remember her name, that if you don't hear from me, I'm gonna be gone, talking about unaliving herself. I had a panic attack that day over, what should I do? Should I call an ambulance? I don't know where she lives. Am I going to be called a swatter? What, like, I think everybody was pretty worried about you that day. When you called and said all that, it was very confusing. And then we realized that it was kind of bullshit over the fecal story. And that's when Kel made her song, which is actually kind of funny. But yeah, you've had a lot of people worried for you. I'm not anymore, though. Done.
I don't know. I think we're all like really exhausted from Marissa. She's
It
exhausting. She's exhausting, and she amounts to nothing. She gives no inspiration, no motivation, no skill set, nothing. She attributes nothing. And that's what I want for her. I want her to find a niche to create a life for herself instead of rehashing the same old bullshit that she shits upon. Like, move on with your life, Marissa. The guy that you want in jail is rotting there. Props up to you. I hope you're happy. His 85-year-old dad will die without seeing his son. I mean, how can you live with yourself? Oh my God.
All of my little group and our little bubble, we all question Charles's behavior. Like, it's not all about Marissa. We question his behavior because we don't know what happened. So it's not just about your behavior, it's also about his behavior. And what a tragedy it was. Both of you.
There's a comment in the chat about Marissa. She threatens to unalive herself a lot. It's a lot like another YouTuber, Boogie2988. He constantly talks about like his childhood trauma, which his siblings have come out and disagreed with some of the things he says. So I don't know how true it is. But he'll get an argument with a fan, and then he'll threaten to unalive himself. It's emotional blackmail. It's a manipulation tactic. And Marissa does this all the time, and she does it on posts, but she's deleted them. But it is a manipulation tactic.
Yeah, what is that charge?
What happened in 2024?
Are you talking about his arrest, the battery pack arrest in 2024? I have a video on that called The Psychology of the Battery Pack, and that shows that is a false charge. And I hope to God that Charles sues the living shit out of Marissa and anybody else regarding that charge. It was
I thought-
clearly an accident.
Yeah.
I thought all this happened in 2025. I guess I'm slow.
The
No.
battery pack was last year,
Yeah,
2024.
it was in September.
Okay.
September,
Okay.
October. I still don't know. Let me see.
I'm
What
pretty
was
sure the
it?
battery pack was September. It was like on the 21st, but technically he didn't go to jail until like the 25th because he shouldn't have actually gone to jail at all. But she did call the police on him, and it was like a couple days later. She calls the police, seeing if he has a warrant. She's
Obviously,
hidden that video, of course, but she thinks that just hiding things and putting them away it means it doesn't exist, and now she can just restate the story
Yeah.
any way she wants.
Tell me a
That's not-
victim. Tell me a victim who hides evidence. Tell me, Booberly. Tell me.
No, nobody does that. Actually, she would, if she wants people to believe like what has happened, she should just leave up everything. Instead, she only wants us to just hear what she says. It's actually a very edited version of everything. She should just leave up all of her videos as evidence.
Yeah, I mean, if you have nothing to hide, why wouldn't you not do that? Why?
Well, then again, she puts up her videos. It'll show her, spending money here, spending money there, and she's right now telling her credit cards that was stolen, and she's
True.
gonna get herself in a lot of trouble for that.
True.
There's too many cameras at the
It's a ruse.
ATMs, and
Yeah, but I bet Charles went to the ATM. That's what I'm thinking for her, because he said she would spend $400 a day.
well, you know
That's
what?
true.
I bet there's probably a million texts from her saying, "Hey, do this, do that," because she would blow up his phone all the time.
Well, maybe I should get his phone, which I can. What do you
Yeah.
think about that, Marissa? I think that'll be our next move.
I think that's a good idea.
It is a good idea. And Booberly, you brought that to light. So that's actually a very good chess move. Like, let's see what's been text. Because like most of my stuff with Marissa to defend my name is from text messages.
Hmm.
Well, he offered, so there must not be anything too incriminating on it.
I don't think he realizes the amount of lies she's, insinuating.
No, he doesn't. Last I heard, he doesn't want to talk about her, hear about it. But I still love her. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I just wanted to jump in and add something. If you file a report with the police and you give them a fake last name or you give them any kind of false information, that is illegal. That is committing a crime. It's called filing a false police report.
Yeah, it's weird.
There's a lot of things that have been done that are illegal. I do believe what's done in the dark will come to light. So I just wanted to jump in and say that. And also, just because you delete something doesn't mean it's gone forever. Even if you are on a computer and you empty the trash can, it doesn't mean it's gone forever. It's very simple to have someone that is trained to be able to go back forensically and look at the computer. I think we hear that happening all the time in court cases. That's all I wanted to say, and I hope you guys are able to get some rest
thank you,
tonight,
Mary.
because truly a lot of the things keep us up at night. I think for me, accusing an 85-year-old man that had nothing but good intentions
Mm,
of stealing.
so sad.
It's horrible,
It makes me so sad.
and it is. It makes me so sad, and it drains every bit of integrity that you have left when you stoop that low, because that man helped you out with thousands of dollars.
Oh, Retro? What exactly did she say about
No,
Charles?
I'm talking about Charles's father.
No, Retro just said, what did she say about Charles's father? She said
Oh,
that she thinks that Charles stole all this money from her. Charles's father was in on it and has her money and stole money from her.
yeah, she held up a bunch of papers and said, "Look right here." She doxed his full name and doxed what might have been his bank, might not have been his bank. Um, and all he tried to do was be a good human to her, which she didn't deserve. But
No.
at the end of the day, she has to go to bed and sleep on those things that she's done.
Oh, she's unconscionable, Mary.
She
She'll
doesn't care.
never think. Oh no.
I can't imagine, because she knows that he helped her out. I'll never forget the video, because I mean, she was videoing and she was taking his food, and he was like, "Oh, please don't take all my bananas and take all that. That's all I have for the week. Please leave me a little something to eat."
Yeah. Yeah.
I never saw that one. That's terrible.
Yeah, I saw that too.
They made 11,000 in the stock market, and they paid him back, I think, 2 or 3 times money they owed him because he had given them so much money. And so she's trying to act like he stole all these thousands of dollars from her. She's in on it. She keeps saying that there's these people that were in on this whole content creation, using her for content. And I'm like, if there's 40 people watching, do you think people are going to this much trouble for the shit content in front of 40 people and that Charles's dad is in on it?
Mm.
It's so weird.
I mean, the only part, what's the sad thing is this story is so unbelievable that it would make an incredible documentary.
Mm.
That's the most horrible part. I mean, it is such a crazy story that it would make an incredible documentary and probably would do really good numbers.
It would. Hit me up. I got all kinds of videos downloaded.
Yeah. I mean, I know people that do documentaries, and I tell them bits and pieces, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this would be incredible. This would just be incredible." I mean,
Imagine Martin Lewis doing it.
oh my god.
Oh my God, what a full circle.
Yeah, it really would be a full circle moment if he did it.
Oh God, too much.
For those of us that have been around long enough to remember that drama. I mean, truly, it's been, and you cannot sit down and explain this without looking completely insane.
I know.
I've tried. You can't. I mean, even before this, I mean, just how Charles become Charles with the whole Freely and, it's just absolutely insane, the story arc of all this. It just really is. And that she ended up being what she did. And as someone that does do victim advocacy, she really if she is true and honest and I personally don't think she is, but if she's wanting to move on with her life, then she needs to create a new email address, a whole new YouTube channel. It can be done. It 100% can be done. And create a new channel and do your own content somewhere else that no one else knows about. Make new socials and move on with your life. I mean, really, there's only like a handful of people that would look for, and they're not going to keep looking. They will get bored
Oh, it's boring.
Yeah. No, you're right.
because he has, fans that are also haters.
Mm.
And you can look at the past and see that people move forward and they forget about the people and they just move forward and they eventually forget or don't care really. And that's, but I'm not going to bring up anybody's name because I don't want to bring them into it, but there's several people that have moved on and nobody looks for them, talks about them anymore.
Mm-mm.
She could do the same thing. She is choosing not to for whatever reason. If you're going to be out here claiming that you're doing victim advocacy work like she's saying, then you need to start with yourself and you have to learn to be a survivor before you can help other victims. And she hasn't made that move yet. And until she does, she's not going to be able to help anybody.
She's never making that move, Mary.
I know she's not. I'm just saying, if she wanted to, that's what she should do, is to move forward. Because Virginia has programs that will help you out, and she could move forward and forget about the past.
And stop, like I've said from the beginning, stop talking to men on the internet, the creepos,
Right.
the wackos. Stop talking to men on the internet. Look what it's got you. There are
Right.
creepos in this community. Happy too. They will get you nowhere. There's people that hate Charles and hate you that'll be nice to you just to play long chess games. Just stop. That's the last advice I've given this.
I had one of those men send me a poem, and I was really busy during that time. My mom was sick, and there was just a lot going on. He got really angry. I hadn't checked and read this. He told me he wrote me a poem, and I finally read it, and it said, "A bird landed on my foot one day. I like the feeling. I hope the bird comes back." That's the type of men you're going to find in this network. That can happen when you're online looking for a man. Move on. Don't be looking in this community for men. Like, I'm not
It's
saying.
community. Nothing online.
I mean, I think it's okay to meet men like through legitimate dating websites, but do a background check. Don't sit there and lie and say you didn't know there were bad people in this world. And you're 33. I mean, like, come on. You
Almost
didn't know
34. Almost 34.
and you didn't know there were bad people in this world.
Oh,
You-
she didn't know there were bad people in this world, but she was in the drug ring Operation
Right.
Glass House. Yeah.
Right. You didn't know there were bad people, but you had boyfriends dying. You were involved in some kind of federal drug ring in Florida.
Amen.
And, like, come on, you're not a teenager anymore. You know there are good and bad people in this world. not everybody's walking around worried about just doing good to you.
And
Like,
didn't she say she had a boyfriend that was abusive to her before? And she was like, "Oh no, you didn't. I'm not putting up with your shit. Bye bye." That was her story.
yeah.
What did she do with Charles? Like, fuck off, Charles, you credit card lip Cheeto short motherfucker. Bye bye.
Fanny pack wearing. Don't forget the fanny pack.
Pink.
With the crop tops. Yeah.
The pink fanny pack. I mean, I just want to let all men know, bodybuilders, it doesn't matter what size you are, fanny packs are out.
And she keeps saying, "Well, I know he's got a pretty face and he plays guitar. He's so good looking and he's so talented on his guitar." And we all just went, "What?" None of us find him. The only woman in 10 years that have found him attractive was Alina and Marissa.
And what is that girl's name? The tarot cards. Hold on.
Bratty
Oh.
Cupcakes.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Yes, Bratty Cupcakes.
Oh, God.
Well, I think she said she didn't think he was good looking. She was with him just for the
Content.
content. I think that was mutual.
Oh, okay.
I think they were mutual in all. I hate the word fan because I don't think
I
people
remember
are
when he,
fans. Like,
I remember when he met her, and they looked like
Oh.
they were like being coy. No?
well, I mean, the story was once upon a time there was a story, and she told it to Peter Mon on his unit
Oh, okay.
that maybe Charles had some trouble. He
Uh-oh.
might have had some trouble the first time they hooked up.
Oh, lordy.
He told me when he got there, he was like, "Oh, she's wearing a lot of ring lights on you now." He really kind of tore her looks apart, like her scars.
Well,
acne.
you could see it. Her room was like a pastel. It was like the lightest room. He was like shades lighter, just because on her stream, at least.
He was like, I was pulling out plates of molded food
Oh my
from under her
God.
bed. And
He's so
Mhm.
terrible.
yeah, I'm
Jesus.
sure he had trouble.
But the second time she said it was really good. But first time it was a flop.
Huh.
It was a flop.
Huh.
First time it flopped.
Oh, God. Poor guy.
Don't you wish I just stayed muted?
Yeah. The truth
Listen.
will set you free.
It's a Friday night. I'm just just sitting around thinking about flops because I'm so in love with him. I love that man. We all love that man. Come on, you guys. We love him.
She said that people want her to unalive herself just so he doesn't go to prison.
Oh, God.
Like,
Who? Who are the people?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I don't want anybody to kill themselves. That's not.
Yeah.
And I mean, jail, prison, he's already there. You've already put him there. So I don't know what you're talking about, honey.
I don't think he was a talented singer or guitar player either. I'm just being honest. I'm so sorry.
It's interesting. His choices in music change. He used to give me such hell for liking MGK. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to let that go. If anybody knows me knows, I'm a hardcore MGK fan. I know you're not. I love that man. I
You
am
are,
a
honey.
fan
You
of
are
his.
hardcore. It's
I
sweet.
am. That 6 foot almost 6'6", good looking, bleached blonde hair. Like,
Way more than me. She loves him way more than me.
No, that's not true.
Oh,
it is the
no.
truth. It is the
Oh
truth.
my god.
No, it's
It's
not
100%.
true.
You
He's
talk.
on her pass list.
You
Yeah,
talk.
I have a pass. I mean, if you're gonna be married, there are some men that, I mean, there's some men that need to be on that fast list. And for me, that's who it is. So it's so crazy when they started like pretending like Charles was
In charge.
no, I don't know what Charles is in charge is, but
It's a
I have to.
Charles in charge. I can't remember the jingle, but your baby boy knows.
Is it a whole TV show now?
Yes, it's a sitcom.
And Charles is in,
With
and
our
he's in charge of people's life.
wonderful. It's with our wonderful Republican. What is his name? He's Republican. It's the. Hold on. It's the
Schumer, no, that's
Chachi guy.
Chuck.
Chachi guy.
Oh,
Scott-
okay.
What's his name? Oh my
Scott
god.
Baio.
What's his name?
Scott Baio.
Yes, Scott Baio.
I'd also like to add that I don't think there's any women that would find Charles's sexual, the way he describes sex with, he loves anal, he loves the double-sided dildos. Can you imagine a man coming to me,
Thanks.
we're going to have anal tonight, we're going to use a double-sided dildo? I would point
No.
a gun at their head and say, you're going to die.
I would bring in my big batch of super glue and super glue his dick down
Listen.
his leg.
I don't do that kind of stuff, but if you're gonna do anal with a guy, that is something you have to plan out. Like you can't go to Taco Bell and then go home and have anal. I mean, it's just not possible.
I can't even imagine
Never.
Charles kissing. It's so
I know it's so awkward. I think of just no, just no. I would like to see him be a priest.
like I think she said that he was like on the first night, hey baby.
Oh, she said like they kissed, and I don't know the way she told it. Like the moon lit up, and
Oh my god.
and the stars aligned because they were twin flames from another life.
I
and-
would have puked. I would have projectile vomited and hey baby, we've got safe words and can I control you and you be my sub? I would have projectile vomited. He couldn't have paid me to do that. This is mean. I'm sorry. He's just gross to me. Gross. And
I mean, I'm a weirdo. I'm not real into like.
Listen, come on.
kissing.
He's no Barry White, okay?
I'm just not into kissing that much. I just want cuddles to keep me warm. That's all I want. I'm gonna go back.
It's 60 degrees and we're freezing. 60 degrees.
I'm not made to be in the cold. You guys go back. I will talk to you later on. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh, Mary, we love you so
Mary went off to mount.
Yeah. She did.
Nope, absolutely not. We're not gonna have that be the ending that Mary went out to. Nope, definitely.
She said that I've been bad because I spoke up. I don't know my place.
Oh my god.
No, like as you can tell, like I desperately need Charles to tell me what to do in my life. Dear God, I'm so sorry to anybody that's having to hear this. This is why Mary has to stay on mute.
We love him.
Well, we know one person that was desperately in love with him and loved his sausage and loved climbing on it, mounting on it, reverse cowgirl, double-sided dildos, taking it here, taking it there. She loved it.
Yeah, that's why
We
we're
have
here.
video.
None of us. Never.
That's why we're here.
Picture it didn't happen.
Well, I think that you would be. What is the rule about things that you do on the internet?
Shit never goes away.
But what rule number is that?
I don't know. Well, if 34 is if it exists, there's porn of it, but I don't know what.
Mm.
I don't know what the other one is. I can't remember all that shit.
Well, that he even knows any of the rules is weird. But you girls have a good night.
You too, Mary. Thank you.
I
for
will talk to
being
you
here.
later on.
Thank you,
Night,
honey.
Thanks
I
for
just want to
calling me
leave y'all
today.
with this. My beard, it's my body, my choice.
Oh, the
Right. And
Oh, beard rights. We got beard rights in now.
Goddamn right about that. You're just jealous because you can't grow one.
I will say this. He takes good care of his. He spends like an obscene amount of money like to get it maintained. How much does it cost to go to that barber shop?
Oh, it depends.
How much?
I mean, it's like $120 haircut.
Yeah, it's like $120
And I get
haircut, but it's on his
Oh my
beard.
God.
Well, no, I get them. I get them to shave my head too, and they use one of them straight razors from the 1880s.
Oh, you're a baldy? We love baldies.
He's being serious, and I mean, honestly, it's as soft as hair that would be on somebody's head. And he washes it after he eats and all that, but
It's pussy hair.
I like bald guys too. I don't
Oh, I
actually.
love them.
Charles's
She
hair.
won't let me put beads in it.
no, we're not putting beads in your beard.
She won't let me
Beads?
put
Beads in
beads.
the beard? How do you put beads in the beard? What is
It's
that?
a thing. Look it up.
I gotta Google that tonight.
Oh yes, he
Right.
has all. I mean, think like Viking or something like.
Yeah, Ragnar.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, that's interesting.
And he has like beard, like how we have like utensils to make our hair straight.
Right?
He has things that curl his beard and straighten it and wash it and
Huh.
all these different
How
things.
long is this beard? Like
Uh,
6 inches or
how long would you say?
It's down to the top of my titties.
no, I don't believe him.
Let me see. Yeah.
It's down to the top of my pectoral muscles,
Wow, that is a very impressive.
or lack thereof.
And it's all the way around, it's fluffy all the way around. But I just don't like. I will say this: there's a certain day with people that shave their head when it's growing back, and it's so soft. It's like so
It's like 2
soft.
days after.
Yeah, 2 days after he gets it straight, like a straight edge, it's like so soft.
And she pretends I'm a black guy.
Don't, would you please stop?
Woo!
Stop it.
Are
Remember how we talked about this is live?
you talking about stop scratching my feet till they bleed? Or
Oh gosh, if we ever get divorced, we've talked about what it would say. It's gonna be like, husband itches his feet till they
Aw.
bleed.
and I get the socks that have been stolen from me.
And
And Mary
Socks.
and Mary can't cook.
I don't care. No, she can cook,
oh,
but she's taking all my goddamn socks. It's fucking rude.
but guess what else?
Oh, Tom.
Guess what else? He did not like. When I talked to Olga earlier, I was making him a special drink tonight.
He didn't like it, did he?
Nope. Not at all.
Guess what?
I
Guess what
tried so
happened?
hard.
I'm like
My mother,
dehydrated from all that fucking salt.
my mother took a bite of the dessert I made and spit it in the trash. She
Oh no.
Oh
She
my
said this.
god.
She said this is shit.
I don't drink salt. I don't have salt on my margaritas when I get them.
I get that extra just thinking it would be nice.
It was salty.
You could have wiped that off, but you still didn't like it.
I drank it because you made it for me.
There's a picture still left of
I
it.
can't drink the rest of that. I'll drink one.
Yeah, it was red beer. It's like vegetable juice.
Like a Bloody Mary, but
No, it's not a Bloody Mary.
basically a Bloody Mary, but with beer.
Anyway,
It was like drinking soup, cold soup.
it was not cold
It was
soup.
cold soup.
Soup.
But I love gazpacho. Have you ever had gazpacho soup?
Oh, I love gazpacho.
Oh my gosh, I do too. And
So refreshing.
it is. Especially when you have like those summer veggies in it. Oh, it's amazing. But, I'm okay with cold soups because of gazpacho soup. Have you had it, Olga?
Dolce.
Have you had it, Olga? Beverly, have you had gazpacho? Have we lost them?
Oh,
No,
no,
I've got-
I'm here. I have not had that.
What is it called?
A gazpacho.
It's
No.
like tomato and onion and garlic and
Pepper.
Cold.
yeah,
It sounds good.
It's Italian.
It sounds really good.
It is so good. I mean, like it's all very fresh and
But it ain't hot.
right. We get it so hot. You don't like it. Have you had it, Olga?
I don't think so. I just know when you were explaining what you were making him, it sounded really bad. And I was like,
Why didn't you tell me to stop? Why didn't you tell me to stop?
I was like, you were naming off things I'd never heard of, and I'm in the grocery store going, I don't know.
It was Foster's beer, vegetable juice, Worcester sauce, it was celery and celery salt, hot sauce.
It was soup that ate like a meal.
I mean, it was beer dressed up. I mean, but there really wasn't that much beer in it compared to the vegetable soup.
Honey, make me an Irish cob off next time.
Vegetable sauce. Anyway,
Well, you did your wifely duty by trying.
I did. I tried. He is so particular, but then he'll say, "Oh, I love everything you make for me," but then he complains about everything I make. So
yeah, she's not allowed to make this one dish that she got off TikTok or some shit. She's not allowed to make that anymore.
Which means he really likes it. If he really likes something, that's what he says.
Well, she got mad because I ate most of it the first night, and she was like, "That was supposed to last 4 days."
Right. Before we got married, I would try to leave food for
Bitch,
while it
don't
was
make it so
gone.
good.
Yeah, it was I don't know if you remember the feta cheese recipe that was viral on TikTok.
God, it's fucking amazing.
You take tomatoes and feta cheese and garlic
And there's nothing else to it, and it's fucking
and
amazing.
onions and you bake that, and while it's baking in the oven, you boil some pasta, and then when you get it out, you mix it all together.
And then you just inhale it.
Yeah, the tomatoes, because they've been in the oven and they're just roasted perfect, and it
Fucking
just
good.
I mean, I would compare it to like an Alfredo, but better.
It's way better.
Yeah. And
It's
there's different
good. I love
variations. Yeah, it's one of the most popular food recipes on TikTok.
I'm sad because I haven't had it again.
I'm sorry, honey. But anyway, you guys have a good evening. And
Mary.
we're actually talking about real recipes. If people look this up, it's not anything bad. It's real recipes.
Yeah, it's fucking good.
You could just go on TikTok or you can go on YouTube and just type in like viral feta cheese pasta and it'll
Hit
pop up.
subscribe or like and share some love.
No, they don't. They don't care if you hit subscribe because I think it had like 180 million impressions, so it did good on its own.
All that pasta.
Yeah, it was good.
Well, I will look it up for sure.
Yeah, I think your family would like it.
Yes, it's
And they
fat
wouldn't.
husband approved.
It's not like the beer, red beer. That's what it was called. I made tonight.
It was okay.
I tried. I thought putting the salt around the top would make it extra fancy. Oh, and you take a piece of lime and you put it on the top as garnishment. The celery and the lime is just garnishment, but I drank some without the beer and it was good. Except I put horseradish in mine and ginger
And no beer.
because I wanted it to open up my sinuses, which it did. But you guys have a wonderful night.
Y'all too.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Yes, we are going to wrap it up. Namaste and shoot for the colon and you will land amongst the turds.
That was fabulous. Yeah, let's land in shit.
Shine the light in the dark and the dark goes away. No shit. Just turn on the fucking flashlight. No, but good vibes to everybody.
Yes, yes.
And
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I'm so happy that you came.
thank you for doing it, Kill. And
And you, Olga. Like, we're a team, girl. We're a team.
yes, and good luck, Marissa, if you
Yeah.
happen to listen to this. And
I hope she does. It's all in love and criticisms and critiques and opinions. That's
we
all.
and I can critique myself just as bad. So, anyway, it's not just. I mean, I even put this little thing up that said, "I'm sorry, I went too hard by picking on her a little bit," but
No.
I start feeling guilty. But after a couple of days, after the other day, I'm like, ooh, dark evil, I'm gone.
Yeah, you're a sweetheart, honey. No, I don't regret anything. Nope. I don't regret anything with her. I think her accusations are pretty severe and sharp and personally directed, and I'm tired of it, so I hope she stops. Yeah.
Well, me too. All right.
Okay, girl. Well, thank you, Olga. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Booberly and Heather. You guys are amazing. And if y'all see us again, it's because Marissa brought us together.
Yes.
Or we're always together because we love each other.
That is true, Mary.
That's
My
what she
beautiful
said.
Mary. Oh, I hear you in the background. That's what she said. But she ain't wrong.
All right. Good night, you guys.
Okay. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.
Bye-bye.